Oh, my coffee. Hey, sis. Hmm. Someone saw a ghost, but I feel like they felt like the ghost came through you. The ghost came through you. Like if you saw somebody's face and it was just like it's because they saw someone who's passed on and they saw them in your face. They saw them in your energy. That could someone could be fearful because of that. It's like someone speaking from the grave. Anyway, somebody wants praise or recognition for something. They feel like they added some kind of value to your life. Uh, even so, this person, demonology. I just put up a reading yesterday, and that was one of the. So I don't know if something there will resonate here, but you might want to check it out. But this is someone who they trigger you. They do the things. They move through demon energy. It's just lower vibrational energy. They trigger. I don't know if they're bound to low vibrational energy. Like if they could get into high vibrational energy, they probably would affect you in a pleasant way. But they're affecting you either way, and it's because they can astral travel. So if they were high vibrational, it would come through like an angel. Some people's energy instantly upgrades. I have a actual family member whose energy sometimes comes through and wants to like ask a question or is looking for information, but I don't talk to demons. So if it comes through in low vibrational energy, I'm like, I'm ignoring you, but I can see who you are. Like a bad little kid is how I treat it now. It used to scare the dog shit out of me, and send me back to the Kingdom Hall, really. um, but now, not so much. Now that I understand more about it, it's the same thing as angels, which I've never had a problem with. It's just that they're stuck in low vibrational energy. Um, so that person, though, that energy, because they're still alive, they're just out of body, and they'll like recalibrate. The last time it happened, they recalibrated almost instantaneously and came back in a higher vibrational energy and asked me a real question. It was genuine. It was something, and the reason that they were in the low vibrational energy is because they were scared, they were fearful, they were looking for understanding, they were trying to heal a connection with someone, and they felt like I could have answers or I could help them to understand this, and I gave them my honest truth on the matter. I gave thought process to it. I opened up that file specifically on everything that I felt and everything that I knew and everything that I've gone through and that possibly could have been a part of that person's reality. And I also, like, there was no malicious intent. I didn't even, it was no manipulation, even though at that time I feel like the person they were trying to mend the fences with, I had a chip on my shoulder with that person, and I really did have a grudge to bear, and I did have questions, and I'm sure they got that. But as far as what I truly believed or what my reality has been, I just gave him my total complete honesty, and it was enough to heal the situation. And I could tell because I got confirmation in physical life that everything was fine, and we moved forward. But this person that I'm talking about, I don't know. I don't know if they're confined there or they do it on purpose, but I think that okay. So the person in my life, particularly now for you, you have to think about how that person shows up in your reality. For me, the way that person shows up in my reality, they like that. Like they love to, it was an amazing experience. Thank you for saying that, because I just get really overwhelmed when, I guess I'm moving to a new tier where I'm more aware and the veil is thinner. Okay, because it's weird. It's weird. And so I just be a little overwhelmed and emotionally drained and energetically, I don't know, conscious and aware. But it was a beautiful experience, and it was a beautiful moment, and it led to a great day, and it was very healing, I think, not only for them but for me too. And for other people, I did see it transform things. Thank you for just bringing the awareness to that part of it, because that is, you want to focus in on the good parts if you're going through a spiritual ascension. You always want to focus on the good parts, because the parts that you don't like, eventually spirit will bring them to light in a way you can understand why it's relevant. But while you're going through it, you just kind of literally want to lash out at whoever it is that you feel like is fear mongering you, stalking you, monitoring you, invading your privacy, crossing boundaries. Like when I tell you I see red, I just be wanting their head. Who the fuck? I want your head. Like I want it on a platter and I want to crack it open. So I understand why people feel that way, because obviously I must be able to I can astral travel too, but I feel like it's always spirit guided. And then it's almost like my spirit team goes through or sifts through the information and then they give it to me. Like I'm not consciously saying, hey, I want to spy in on this person and go fly over there out of body. I want to leave my experience here and go over there. I don't do that shit. So I'm hoping that people don't do that shit. But this person I'm talking about particularly, and I'm going to give you my personal experience just because it could help you to understand the energy. Obviously, is coming to my table because something about my experience personally could resonate with my collective. So the person I'm talking about, um, I've never really seen them in high vibrational energy, not for a long time and not authentically. And they seem to have more confidence, and they seem to be more assertive and outspoken in the times where almost everybody is at a low vibrational energy. They like to trigger, taunt, tease, push you into whatever are. They're a bully. But I had to be completely at my weakest, most vulnerable moment. When I'm in low vibrational energy and I'm just sad, they can't touch me. They would move around. They wouldn't say anything. They may not even look at me. Or if I do address them, they would actually be more respectful. And I think that's because I had protection. When I gave up the protection because I was looking at physical circumstances and physical people not operating properly or things not moving the way that I wanted it to, and I pretty much kind of lost my belief in my God for a second, I just felt like defeated and I was on the ground completely. That's when this person pounced on me. But when I think about it, and they pounced on me physically, with their words, they chose their words, Also actions. They would do things on purpose, right? But when I was angry, it depends on how angry. If I was so angry that I could not, like I was so angry that I was literally locked up, you know, like I can get so angry that I can't say anything because, like I told you, my wrath. I'm a fire sign. I'm a Leo. We rule chaos. I'm a literal roaring lion. I was indoctrinated by a religion who serves the God of love, but also the God of war and wrath. And the entity that operates that organization, they really instill a lot of divine, what is it called? Like divine reckoning. Um, uh, Righteous indignation. Okay, so when I know that I'm right and I know that I'm seeing things clearly and I know that there's an injustice, hell hath no fury. That's the kind of locked up that I am at first. And then it turns into power once I stand in it. But when I'm still sitting in it, I seem like a lion who's lost its teeth. So I've been tried at that moment too, but it was more like an awakening. So I was kind of thankful for it because it's like they poked the lion and I bit their whatever out. And then I stood up and remembered who the fuck I was and who the fuck they were and what the fuck they did. It was more like that. But if I was like toxic, kind of just aware, but I'm in this energy of detachment and I don't care, they would either be scared, they would either pretend they don't know, or I would completely catch them off guard. They would try to play the same game that they usually play, but almost you could see it in their face like they were shocked that it wasn't working and that I was alerted to it and that it wasn't going to play out the way they wanted it to. In fact, they could almost see how the tables had turned on them, and now I was requiring their truth and their authenticity. Like, no more of your manipulative bullshit, bitch. I see you. So it's the only way. And with this person, I guess I feel like really what I feel, if I had to like all of my experience in this life, if I had to diagnose this individual, I would say they definitely have like some kind of borderline personality disorder. Um, where they like to like mimic you, but if you catch them or if you're not receptive to it or if it doesn't get them closer to you, then they are so self-depreciating that they become very angry, wrathful, revengeful, jealous, mean-spirited, and hateful. And they like to operate though in that energy because it kind of releases them from having to care. So they become like a bully. It's probably someone who was bullied in high school or they often felt bullied um like a long period of time in their life, and something changed for them where they felt like the things they were bullied for shouldn't ever happen again. And so it's like they wanted to shit on you, but it wasn't enough for them to shit on you. Like it never completely destroyed you the way I guess your lack of appreciation or when you detach from them, like you took your power back, you took your energy back, it never was enough for them. Like you must have gave them something that they've never given themselves or nobody else maybe has given to them, genuine something. And the kind of rat, like this person can't let the ego down enough to accept the fact that they really have an issue, they have a problem. There is something in them that is void of emotion. Somebody snatched a part out of them a long time ago and they never healed. And you know, that's not the way you get what you want. It's like a child almost. Like I feel like their inner child is broken. They may have had to resort to very bad behaviors to get what they want from people, and that's how I felt like that person tried to operate, or still tries to operate with me, but not physically. They don't have that kind of access to me physically, but they will try it. They just move a little more carefully, I think, because they know that I'm a fucking lion. So it's only so far you can go, especially when you know how much I see. And I usually try to stay very alert, aware when I'm in their presence, because they will always test. They always test the water. They always test to see, how much do you remember about me? How much do you know about me? How much can I get away with? They're just always looking for this opening that used to exist. And it was just a single moment. And I believe it was like my heart was broken. I was brokenhearted. There is a special place in hell for people who prey on people at their worst moment. Like when you have an open heart, like your heart, you're literally broken in spirit. And then I feel as if this energy, the way that they come towards me is to trigger me the same way they always did, but they count on my wrath, or they count on my righteous indignation, because I think now that they know that I can see them, for them it's like, oh wow, look at me, I'm so powerful, look at what I'm doing, and so they wanted this reaction out of me, and it's very draining and tiring. And a lot of times I would come in front of the camera. I wouldn't even be able to do a read, but I would come in front of the camera because I felt like there is someone who is close in this person's life who has experienced the same thing from them, but they could never really prove it. It's not something that is easy to do. I even told the person that I was closest to about this family member of theirs, and they can neither confirm nor deny. They don't know what the fuck is going on all the time. And so there's literally no authenticity. What I really feel is that they both know that they do these things, and that they do it for each other because they're family members and they look out for one another. It's like a fucking coven. And they're not of the Bible, where your loyalty is where your heart is, emotionally and romantically, because love connections are another step above family connections for me. And that's because not only have you given this person access to your emotions and to your loyalty, to your confidence, to your trust, but you also are opening up and allowing them to come into your personal space, into your body. They're mixed and entangled with you in a way that no family member ever should have or is. Okay, some people, you have to say they should be. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. But it's a different level of connection that you don't have with family. So you are literally saying, hey, I need more. I need more than just my family, and you choose this person. So I do prioritize my romantic connections, not over family. Like my son is going to come top tier, even though I'm sharing my body with this person, but they would have like their own separate, if you understand what I'm saying, it's like their own separate. So everything is a hierarchy. So it's you, your God, your higher self, and all of that. And then the people that you connect to. And those two things, like one would be for the family members, all of them, family members, friendships. It doesn't matter for me, blood, water. Okay, I appreciate both. And it depends on what you're offering, what level that could be. And then my son. So currently, mine's is a little lopsided because I have really been working just really with my son. Okay, not necessarily the rest of the family members as much, and I don't have a romantic partner, so it's not completely, you know what I'm saying, my triangle is not complete. I feel like when your is complete, that is what eliminates a lot of that excess energy, like penetrating your pyramid. Okay, it closes that gap. You, your family, your friends, and your lover, okay, or lovers. When there's an opening in either gap, or there's something that's going on, that you are open. You're open to access until you get some kind of closure, or you create closure and close it, or move forward, and that creates closure and close. You close the gap. But I feel like this happened in my life where situationally it's open and there are these openings, and it's so because I never knew that that's what was going on. I never knew that's what was affecting me. I never to me that I never intended to have access to me. And so of course access is rejected. It would never was granted in the first place. But I feel like this person uses other connections, other people that I'm connected to reach me. And the energy that they come through in, it's a family member. So it comes through my child, but they're distorting their energy, or their energy is very distorted. And so I have to call it out of my child. And that makes me very angry because not only are you're not present and you're not here because you care, because you're genuine, because you're a real family member, because you're, like I said, someone came in at lower vibrational and they really were just curious. They had a question. It was more so self-focused, actually, like something they wouldn't be able to ask me in person, or it would feel crazy or something. It was just so genuine, such a different experience with demon energy. It took the fear out of it because I was like, oh wow, I understand. And they're younger too. They're like a child. So I was, it wasn't scary. But when it's an adult and they can come through with distorted energy, sexual energy, things like that, and they don't belong in that energy, they're like creating something weird or something, that makes me so angry that I want to rip it out and I want to strangle it. So I have been working through a lot of anger issues because this energy continues to um you selfish bitch, I hope you fucking burn in hell for this shit. They are gonna burn in hell for this shit because where two or more are gathered, and I am speaking out about it now. I'm clearing out my closet. I love Eminem. He's never been like one of my favorite rappers, but I swear his music, when you pissed and rageful, he'll get you there. Him, Lil Wayne is like, man, kick in your door and kick your grandma. Like, it's just some real just sick shit because these people are sick sometimes. They're sick. They're underdeveloped. They're like fucked up in the head. They've went through probably a lot and they may have found some kind of healing in you, but I am not your fucking savior. I don't even fucking like you. Like, even if I was a savior, I would probably ask God to send somebody who could do it, from their heart. I believe that when we extend ourselves, it should really be from the heart, but I don't have it to give. And it's this person that is sucking the fucking life out of me so that I don't have it to give, not even to extra people that I really want to. I've got to use everything I've got to not lash out at this energy or go after this energy and lose myself in the process, because I have exerted a lot of my energy. I see people doing it at the table all the time because you want to get down to the bottom of it. If there's a ghost in your life and you're not used to fucking ghosts being in your life, and it's not a friendly ghost, it's not like Casper, it's not like the Holy Ghost. No, it's something weird, something wonky, something scared the shit out of you, trigger you, make you angry, push you to expose things. Like when it's that type of energy, then I don't know, it doesn't feel right. It feels negative. And it's not always not right because, like I said, I'm speaking about something that I truly do need. Let's not get it twisted. I receive protection when this person comes through now. Thank you, Spirit. Let me slow down. So once you become aware of it, Spirit may not remove that person or energy away from you immediately. It's not that Spirit can't do that for you. It's that you need to know how to do it for yourself so that you fear nothing. So some of you are on this path to high priest, high priestess energy, and you feel as if, where is my protection? But your protection is there with you. The fact that you're conscious and aware, That's what I was saying. Sometimes these people who do this, they can send people to their graves early because they're triggering them into fear, because they're condemning them and cursing them. And if you're not aware that somebody else, if you're not that, that's why I said talk to yourself. You need to hear the voice of yourself just like you hear the voice of God. Because when the veil thins and you start to receive, if you're an empath, you're always going to be receiving. But if you're not used to knowing who you are, then when these other energies come in, you'll just think it's all you, and you'll literally think you're going crazy because there is no separation in it. So that energy can cause you to move in ways or operate in energies that you're not supposed to. You end up on timelines that could take you out of this life quickly, and you become a human sacrifice. um so that stuff really fucking happens. And what I realized though is that now that energy, when it comes through, the moment that I realized what it was and I created that division, I always have spiritual help. So the energy comes through, but I'm able to maintain my clarity. I'm able to maintain dominance over my reality. I don't lose my grip and be like, what the fuck is going on? And get, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't cause a division or separation between me and my child. I just awaken him to the fact you're not being yourself right now. It's time for you to go do this. It's time for you to go do that. I know to just get him in his body present and aware. It usually can't even get to him, and like it's like the top of the morning, when you first sometimes people send energy, project energy to you, and you wake up in it, but it's like your work to do, to ground yourself and then to align. So I have to do that work with my son. Sometimes it happens naturally, he's on my wavelength. But if someone is like stalking and waiting for a way to get in and they can't catch me, because spirit usually wakes me up way earlier, so it can't catch me, I've already created my energetic force field. And when my son wakes up, if he's not right there with me and it gets to him first, it's just to alert me. Hey, there's an energy out here. And I can tell by how easy it is to separate, or separate that energy from my son's true energy, and how peaceful our morning goes. So I did have protection. And I feel as if they knew that this person was connected to them, and they knew that I would know what to do, which is to speak about it so that they can understand what the fuck is happening and why. And so I can get more clarity. So, information for information, gang gang. But yeah, they want some kind of appreciation because they're triggering you, and they feel like what they're doing, like there is someone who's thankful. I was saying, like, for me it's like a brother sister duo, I guess. And they're like thankful to one another, like, oh, thank you, you put them in the palm of my hand. Oh, thank you, you I don't know, you cleared this up. Or, oh, thank you, whatever. They're doing whatever for each other because they prioritize that connection. And maybe that's where, that's been their everything. Life can bring people together in a way that nothing can put it apart. So it works. But for me personally, it doesn't work. And it got too much to do, not with the person that I chose, but the person that they're holding this connection to. I don't like the way that they affect. I don't like their energy. I don't like how distorted they are. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just too weird. It's too weird, and it gives too many vibes of things that I have tried and have managed to avoid my whole entire life. And then it was like I had no choice but to face these fears with them. And it was all because of that person. Like they would be for me, and everybody's disgusting thing is different. It's just about not just what you've experienced, because you could be a victim. You don't have to be the actual predator of a situation or an energy that you carry, a darkness that you carry. You could have been the victim of it. But how you transform, how you become reborn, how you dominate that, how you push that out, how you self-control yourself, how you cleanse, purify, heal, repent, release, put like this person for me is the disgusting thing, because they seem to just enjoy the fact that this is who they are and this is how they scare people. And nobody, I don't believe that anybody, that is their truth. I see them, I really have to separate myself, because I want to have so much empathy that I would heal this person. And I'm assuming that's what I did originally, but spirit guided me to detach. Everybody is not seeking healing. Some of them have found power in their disgusting things. And I don't think that they are any of the things that they actually carry. I don't truly believe that, but I do believe that they find a lot of like enjoyment and power that they can push me into a point of being fearful, or they like to trigger me into fear or paranoia. And honestly, I go into those energies like freely, because I do it for the sake of my child. If you're going to fearmonger me about something that could be a possibility with you or with your family, and it has to do with my child, I'm going in. My God's going to protect me. I'm going in. I'm going in. And you're going to be upset. You're going to be mad. Because when I say I'm going to give you a spiritual hot bath like you have never fucking had, that's what the fuck I'm going to do. And spiritually, if I have to put my fucking hands on you, I'm gonna beat you to a bloody fucking pulp. I'm gonna beat everything that you try to fearmonger me with. I'm going to beat it out of you till you choke and gag on just the thought of it. I'm gonna cleanse your ass, because somehow you are connected to my child and my child's family. Oh, it's a ladybug. Hold on. I said, Spirit, don't send me a white widow. Send me a ladybug. Hold on, y'all. Can you see it? It's right there. It just flew on the screen. Oh, wow. So Empress energy is not just about being fucking nice. Sometimes you got to be mean. You are the emperor too. You are the king and the queen. You have to dominate. Fuck you talking about? Because they trigger me into being like angry, and it's like, okay, my child needs grandma, they need big mama, they need mama, they need TT, they like, I have to be all of these things for my child. They need their best friend. Okay, not this raging lunatic. And still, he don't need a raging lunatic, but my son will be like, get him, mama. Like, he closed his door because I told him I'm going to work. I'm going to work. And he was like, okay. And my child went in his room and closed his door and let me do my thing. We have even called where I'm like, you know, what the fuck is up? You know what I'm saying? And I'm in that, and it's like my son be gang. He be laughing, he be smiling. I be like, can I get him again? He be like, yeah, get him. Or he'll tell me that's enough. No, be kind, be nice. You know, yeah. But anyway, all right, cool. That's cool. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Because I don't care. I don't care. Like, if it took me out of divine, that's what I was gonna say. If it knocks me into a karmic energy, it makes me toxic, it makes me a witch, it makes me a bitch, I don't give a fuck. You talking about my fucking kid, okay? I don't care who you are and what the fuck you can do. No, I'm not scared of you. I'm gonna get to the bottom of what the fuck you are, and I'm gonna figure out how to make sure that you pay for this. Because no. You better show your benefit, or you're gonna get the fuck out. Yes, baby. I know. Look, oh, it went away, but it was on the screen. It was a real ladybug that came in. Yeah, I know. You can have it. I was keeping it up there. Yeah. All right, you guys, let's get into the cards. I need to get some order and structure to this reading. I really need Spirit to go ahead and take it away from here, because I feel good now. Because you know, that's why I said it's a special place in hell, and you're gonna go there, because I have nothing. I do not do that to people intentionally. I do not go towards people and try to scare them with whatever scary things, or if they're scared of me, you know what I'm saying? Jehovah's Witnesses, people get scared because you just don't know. The real devout Jehovah's Witnesses who carry the true energy, like their light is so bright that they literally carry light entities, God entities, goddess entities. Anybody will open their door. If they don't have too much darkness to hide, they will come on in. And with Jehovah's Witnesses, honestly, it's like one of the nicest things you can do. But if you're not going to become part of that organization and you don't want to follow those rules, I would not say continue to. But I do say on my channel, like, nothing wrong with if you're trying to connect with source or God or get into your higher self. They are a gateway for that. They really are. But the people are conditioned to become gateway drugs to people. But the true drug is the organization. So, you know, they're really, yeah, we're like walking billboards for the organization. But I do not tell anybody, okay, I ran, I escaped. That's why I left that video. Nobody seemed to really want to know that information. It probably was another one where I got triggered into it because somebody specific. That's another thing. The person is obsessed. The person is obsessed, and their obsession is irritating because in person, that is not how they behave. I can accept a person who can physically be like, oh my God, I just fucking love you. I just da 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 da. That's cool in person. If you can do that and be that and be chill about it, because then I can handle it, you know what I'm saying, in person. But if you're just gonna do that from afar and I don't even know that it's you and I don't know who it is, and then you're connected to somebody else, so sometimes I think it's them, and then sometimes I'm really thinking it's you, but if it's you, it's weird as fuck because I don't fucking like you, and I have a lot of reasons why that I don't even think you realize, because you're riddled by so many demonic entities, and then you try to bring your demonic entities to my fucking doorstep because you want me to clean your ass, because it is what I'm gonna fucking do, because you're affecting my child and you're affecting our moods. But bitch, I don't like you. Like I want to condemn you to stay in that very dark place. Like I want you to stay there. And I don't do that to people. But this is also someone that tried to do that to me. It's like either they thought that I was going to be so fearful of these things that I would think I was powerless and couldn't do anything, and I would just close up into this shell and, you know what I'm saying, die in this little hell or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm sitting here like a spider does. A spider goes, I'm a white widow, bitch. You might be a black widow, but I'm a white one. I'm going to go in the same, I do the same thing you do. I'm going to go in this dark little cave. But instead of plotting and planning this revenge, I'm going to sit there and contemplate and meditate. And then when I come off, I'm going to devour you. That's it. So, yeah, you know, I don't know, but mistake too. Someone here, it might, okay. I'm done being angry. I'm seeking understanding. Anger can get in the way of getting true understanding because, like I said, sometimes we don't do it on purpose. And it is, well, this person isn't doing it, you know, on purpose either. But we can't get anywhere when we let too much anger get in the way. So let me put my rage aside. Everybody loves my rage side because I really come out of my shell. Arr! Okay? I don't know why people fuck with me. Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? I can go there. But I don't choose to because it hasn't been to much avail. It's a great ride. And you know, if that's who you want to be, then go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I got old videos where you can watch that energy and you can take it in and you can, you know, become it. Have at it. Okay, I did that already. I'm done with that. Did that for a while. That shit is old. I got a better way. Got a better way. Oh, you brushing your teeth on your own. You better give me. I love you. All right. Most High. You know, because we have to. When I looked up at the screen, I know it's some messages and I missed them. It's just because I have to be very careful. Like I don't feel like I feel like I have protection, but I don't feel like there's a leash around me. And I really like it when I have the leash, actually, because I can just go at it as much as I want to, and Spirit's never gonna let me lash out or I get too far off into it. I'm really having to drive myself currently, monitor myself currently, tame myself currently. So that's why I can't afford to get too distracted. But this person, I understand. What I looked up and I saw is Callie saying it's necessary at times. And what I was realizing is I don't want to do it. And I think that they should have done it. And I think that your mother or your father should have done it. I think that the sister or the brother or the friend that, you know, is pretending to be so caring of you and loving for you, that they would even do this to another person for you, that they would like almost sacrifice their life, their love life, their happy relationship, that they would tear apart your happy relationship, destroy your life, okay, shit on your husband, shit on your wife. I would assume that a person that would go to those extents, because I do understand love like that, but is it love really? Because I'm wondering why the fuck they haven't done this shit for you. How the fuck do I gotta do it? But I have a brother in spirit that is also a part of this situation, and we have kids. And that's the reason why I have love for my brother. I am my brother's keeper. I know this motherfucker for real. I don't know him for real, but I know his spirit, and I know his heart, and I know his children, and I know his entities, and I know my spirit guides who know his spirit guides. Is weird, okay? But that's where that person gets this trust, and maybe that's what they want to know too. But for him and me, it's more so somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. And we can do it naturally. We can do it easily. But these motherfuckers make it so difficult to do the shit that I would be happy to do if they act like regular fucking human beings, but they don't. And it's not really their fault, because it should have happened in the beginning. Some devil created a demon and then they kept them there. So it's not really their fault. And I want to care, but I can't. When they get into their sexual energy, that's what it is. Man, if you a demon, you a warlock, you a witch, and you don't know how to get out of it, and you can't find help, and nobody wants to connect with you, cleanse your sacral chakra, cleanse your spiritual habits. Let go of sexuality for a fucking minute. That is what distorts it. It's the religious people that you gravitate to because of the Bible, because of the light, because of God, because how they cleanse your mind and cleanse your heart and release you of all of the damage and the trauma that you have dealt with. But we don't want to fuck with you when you are coming up as a disgusting thing, and it is the sexual energy that is distorted by all of your trauma and all of your hate and all of your resentment, everything that you hold on to. When you get into that sexual energy, and some of them, they're like sexual sadists, it's very mean mongering or something like that. The sexual energy is so that right there is a problem, and nobody wants to touch it. It repels, even when you think you did it in private and nobody saw you, but your energy and the way your energy, because when you release, even if you're doing it by yourself, if you do it with another person, you will notice that that person will start to move in that energy towards you. If you do it by yourself, you will notice that people feel triggered because you just released your little minion demons out into the world. And this is the energy that they're getting off of you. That's the taste in their mouth. So no, it doesn't make people want to get closer to you. It makes people want to, if they're getting close, it's because they're trying to think, do I need to put a sword through your fucking head? Do I need to rip out your throat? Do I need to cut off your dick? Do I need to stick a fucking hammer up inside of it? What do I need to do with you? Because I got to get closer. Spirit told me to get closer to this demon here and to see really what it is so that I can clear it up. And sometimes it's like, in that moment, they're actually like, they're like free and they're happy because they got off, and, you know, they just so nice and everything. But the energies that they've released out into the world were horrifying. So you are disturbed while they have finally found peace. And it is temporary. So that little moment of and feeling so wonderful, and then wondering like, why the fuck, you know, why isn't this coming together? That's why. It's because they're angry. It's because they're unhealed. And it's in the moment that they are actually more meek or able to receive and actually hear you, that you are the most angry. And so I feel like my brother, maybe even me too. I feel like both of us have been used as an intermediary, because this is how it would happen. Right when I'm coming in and I'm like, oh, I know it's you. I caught you. You in my fucking energy again. I don't know what the fuck type of weird ass shit you got going on, but I am sick of it. And right when I come in, because I be coming through the FaceTime like that, and my brother would intervene like, if he doesn't intervene physically, he would intervene spiritually. Sometimes I would listen. Sometimes get the fuck out of my way because I don't want to hurt you. But he gonna die today. Is that okay? Or she gonna die today? I don't give a fuck. Okay, this is the truth. But sometimes I would listen. Sometimes I would pause and I would listen. And I think it's because they really need to hear the truth. Because when you just become the monster and they don't understand how they created the monster in you instead of the version of you somebody's trying to create. That's the thing too. Oh God. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, bless YouTube. But a lot of these people are all these out there like, oh, and then they look it up. Oh, I'm gonna be that. And this is what I gotta do. Okay. And a lot of them are using their sexuality to try to manifest a version of you. And I'm not saying that it can't work, but there's another component to it that they don't have. And that's why it doesn't really work. And it seems like it is, but it's not you that's loving. It's just you doing the weird shit that's putting them into beast mode, which is great because the fire, the beast needs to be. Okay, the ego needs to be, but it's the love and the light that actually creates the true human being, you know, what's going on in the inside. So it has to be genuine. It has to be innocent. It has to be pure, unadulterated, unfiltrated, unconditional love. Okay, but when you're just sending out your CUM, that is not enough. You're creating demons, you're creating devils. And I mean, I gotta say thank you because I didn't have enough devil energy in me, actually. I just learned a lot from relationships, you know, and getting intertwined with people who really did not have a whole lot of light or God in their life. And I learned from them, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have enough devil energy to really create a protective you know, ego the way that I needed to. So I'm kind of thankful that I met them. But God, you know, it doesn't make me it's you know, I don't know how to be thankful for that. I don't know how to show appreciation for that because I really just want to take a baseball bat. Okay, that's my truth. But that's probably why they never got the clarity. People just run. People just, you know, oh my God. Stop that. Oh, crucifix. Like, no. Contact T-Bone, no. Like, it's you want to sage them and, like, it's that. So I'm assuming they never really got the clarity and the information that they needed. And unfortunately, I've been given the gift of gab, and so I have to. And all right. My son is brushing his teeth. He's not on their side when they act out. He understands me, but once he knows that I can see him and that he's okay and that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, like I'm doing something God's way. He's brushing his teeth. So I put my white flag up. I'm going to do as God tells me to do. Now we can get into the reading. It's been 48 minutes of just channeling. We ain't got no fucking cards. What the hell? Okay, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about it in person. But I think that's, yeah, okay. So my brother is here. His spirit is here. I'm going to just say it out loud because I'm tired of pretending. I'm so tired of pretending. You know what I'm saying? My brother is here. But why? Because otherwise I'd kill all of you guys. I would end you. Literally. Like just energetically, I would end you. Your snakes belong to me. Okay, that's it. That's it. So I think that he knows that. So So I mean, if you're gonna get pissed about it, I think you should show a little fucking appreciation yourself, because it looks like you're hopeless, you're sinking, you're in despair, and you're falling apart. You have questions too. I'm gonna do this reading because it's what spirit wants me to do. And I know that the person has been protecting me through this situation, because where two or more is gathered, it has to be a physical confirmation too. So because of that, I can do what I'm supposed to do. Even though I don't want to. I don't feel like they even deserve it. I don't, honest. That's my personal truth. And it's horrifying, but that a lot of light workers are like that. So I have to do work to humble myself. Also, my brother makes it easier for me to humble myself, because he's actually probably more like them than me. So, I have more understanding. And my son is grounded. So energies, that doesn't scare him. It's interesting, you know what I'm saying? If he is scared, he tells me. And when he tells me, I'm just so grateful that he opened up his mouth and talked about something, or said, like, he tells me who it is sometimes, or what's going on. And when I ask questions, like, okay, what is this? And he'd be like, no. Like, I love it, because I'd be like, oh, okay, I didn't even know that you would be able to express that fully to me like you are. So I'd be so thankful that I just turn into a fucking angel and it moves wonderfully. But when he don't say a lot, and he just, kind of just be like, go to work, you know what I'm saying, get rid of this, fix it, heal it, it's your job. And I'll be like but my son don't play about his family, and he loves them, and he understands them more than I do, and he understands me more than they do. Oh, look, mistakes, misunderstood, victim, and lost soul. That's what we have here. So I feel like that's what someone knows, is that somebody is just losing their shit. They just feel lost. They do feel like a victim of their circumstances. They may feel like a victim of their energy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is going on with them, if they've never had, it's not easy. And you know what? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna let spirit humble me, because I don't do good with a lot of demonic activity. I never had to deal with this shit. That's why I fly high. But boy, having a fucking Taurus will ground your ass. You gotta be on the ground, and otherwise Taurus runs everything. Do you hear me? Everything. Some days it's fine and it's okay, but I only need 1 second of his little devil energy. Get that eggs now. I'll be like, oh, let me wake the fuck up, because boy, you trip. Okay, because I can be really nice and very of service, but I have to wake up. But I do love it. I love having that in my life, and it pushes me, because my North Node energy actually is, I was supposed to be grounded. I wouldn't even be, this is social media. I would not even be here with you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys, because I know that you guys be empathizing or understanding. At least you're confirming, you know what I'm saying? I just appreciate it. I appreciate you. Okay, so much. But I wouldn't even be doing this if it wasn't for my North Node, if it wasn't for this little boy that makes me have to get real and talk about this crazy shit that I go through. Like I have no choice but to move to my North Node. My North Node is Taurus. So I am more of a grounded energy, actually. But I like flying high, because I don't like dealing with demons, but really just understanding, because that's what the problem is. They don't understand themselves. Now, I'm not going to help them understand themselves for free. Whatever I just gave is what the fuck they're going to get. But I will at this time just allow spirit to take over me. I know I've been saying that for a while. As you can see, I have a lot of resistance to this. I don't feel like they deserve it. My light energy is like, I've been down there and I understand and I know what you can go through, and I have empathized with other people. I've lived my Jesus Christ experience more than one time. So I just feel like you're lazy. I feel like you don't do the work because it hurts, and you rather hurt other people than to, maybe it feels to them like they're hurting themselves. But see, that makes you a danger to society. And that's why I feel like you should just stay. If you're in spiritual captivity, if you feel trapped, I feel like you should stay there. Because if you were a physical being, your choice over, like, we're different. No, we're not different, because energetically, yeah, take them out. All right, here's the mirror. So there must be something about your energy that fear mongers them, which is why they fear monger you. These entities again, it's the entities again, especially when it comes to family and friends. Your entities are at war again, which is causing you all to move in ways that put you at odds and against one another. But there is some energy of them making you feel trapped, you making them feel trapped, and maybe just because y'all have to deal with each other. For some of you, it's co-parenting, or like I said, you married into a family and the family don't like you. Why? Because if you come from the light, oh my God, if you come from the light, okay, there's so much information. Why don't we need the cards? Because now we're just having a conversation. But the I'm sorry, give me a second. I need to talk to my spirit guides, okay? Because I'd be pissed the fuck off. Because see, my thing is why, yeah, and I don't get to say this because nobody there. These conversations don't happen in reality. In reality, it's hi, oh kids, oh a couple questions or two, oh fuck you, and peace. That's how the conversations go in reality. So we never get down to the nitty gritty. But here on my channel, we have to. My son won't have it any other way, neither will I. But my situation is I don't want to talk about it unless we're going to sit down and talk about it face to face. But I also think that when you are in a high vibrational space, people feel superior. And because of their demons, they feel locked up. So they do not feel as free or as open to talk about maybe some of the things that you're okay and free to talk about. And it has to do basically with just your healing. So it doesn't make you better than someone, but it will seem that way. And you can portray yourself or act that way, or they can take it that way just because you've healed things that they haven't. So it does give you access to more information in the moment. It gives you the ability to process more of what you're receiving, okay, and express it. It's just like dealing with a child. It's just like dealing with a child. So, I guess maybe they don't trust you to give them, or they're afraid that they won't get the opportunity for you to hear them out without you becoming angry, and they could fear your anger because they do want to tell you, or maybe they want to have this discussion, but something about it is easier done in energy so that there is no misunderstandings, because pretty much readings, you take what resonates and you leave what doesn't. So I guess this meeting has been gathered. We're gathered together here for some kind of clarity. So if you've been going through this, let's get it now. Is that all I had to say? Everything we need to know. You have a masculine in your energy that's receiving karma, consequences, cause and effects. Okay, so that was the other thing I was saying. The fear of you when you've done this healing, people think that you did certain, someone feels like you did something to them and on purpose, like you triggered them, or you caused a reaction, or you caused a situation and you did it on purpose. And then they have other people who see this as what you intended to do or did it on purpose too. So it's like a whole rally or a group that has a one-sided point of view. And what? Oh, thank you, baby. It was ringing. Yeah. Or that was our alarm from school. We finished school today, baby. That was school this morning. We did that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I gotta finish my work though. Okay. You can get your game. Good job. You brush your teeth too. Yes. And you wash your face. Excellent. Right. So there's multiple things. They also feel like you did them some kind of service, or you assisted them also. But every time they try to reciprocate, they feel like they're receiving karma for it. So they're wondering, are you triggering them into this on purpose? Are you making a benefit, or what? There's some confusion about that. So I will say that whoever the divine masculine is, they're connected to a karmic energy. This could be your divine masculine. We have nourishment. They nourish you, but they don't even realize this. So there's something about, there's a reason why they wouldn't think that they're your divine masculine or that you're theirs. Okay. They would not think that for whatever your physical circumstances are. But there is a karmic that likely is a third party. So what they're realizing is that the karmic benefited from their connection to you too. So when the connection didn't feel good, it doesn't feel good to the karmic. So when the karmic's angry at you, your divine masculine is angry at you. When your divine masculine is angry at you, the karmic is mad at you. When the divine masculine is feeling good about you, the karmic feels good about you. When the divine masculine feels good about you and the karmic feels good about you, you feel free to feel good about everybody, even if you don't like the karmic energy and you only really like to deal with your divine masculine energy because that feels godly. The karmic energy feels more like a lower vibrational energy. So you would gravitate toward the energy that is yours. And I think that's the one shared thing, really. I don't know him very well, but probably because our roots or the energy in our home where we grew up is just very high vibrational. So we often get into divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Now, there's a whole nother situation, but that's another story for another time. Twin flame energy too gets in the mix. So it's a lot of new shit that is going on and coming up and coming to the surface. So it's very particular. It really just has to do with your mood, your divine masculine's mood, and who's affecting you or them. So you guys both have karmic connections, and I'm assuming that they're receiving the same thing that you are. When you're upset with them, they get your energy, they get your karmic's energy. When you feel good about them, they get your energy, they get your karmic's energy. And when it's good energy, it's nourishing to the soul, and you could reciprocate. The only thing is that if you try, I feel like, see, the divine masculine, this is strategy. So if they become aware of something that is beneficial, even if it's not consciously, they will continue to do the same thing. But I feel like at some point in time, something that they did, something that they felt, something that happened here, it dropped the karmic out of the energy of feeling like it was beneficial for them. It's like food being passed between two people. But at some point, you know how they say, like, spiritual food, divine and karmic. That's why when you're unevenly yoked, the Bible says it really isn't a good fit. It's just because you don't feed off the same things and you aren't nourished by the same things. Patience. I'll come and see. Oh, the snow in the freezer? Yeah. That's because I left it open last night. I tried to put my cup in there and it didn't close. Yes. It's okay. I closed it up. Yeah. Okay. You good? Yeah. Okay, relax. Strategy. So they were trying to strategically, I feel like, get the nourishment, the self-growth, the assistance, self-growth, self-focus, self-finding. So when soul finding. So something about your connection, it gave a whole lot of benefit, but at the same time, it could also cause agitation. They were trying to figure out how to just make it beneficial, and not like they were trying to take advantage of you, or take advantage of the karmic, or get taken advantage of. They were really just thinking like, maybe we could just eliminate all of the other stuff and only get the benefit. But that took the connection to a vibrational space where the karmic could not benefit off of it because they can't eat it. So the Bible food, and if you don't know the Bible, you probably wouldn't know about this, but it's very relative. If you had a child, you'll understand. So I don't even have to use the Bible. Solid food is for mature adults who through experience have had their powers of perception trained. So they can eat or feed on things and still be able to only extract the nutrients from it. Whereas if you were to take solid food and give it to a newborn baby, they would choke on it. It could kill them. So, you guys aren't eating the same things. You can't eat the same things. And you're growing in appetite because you are growing in spirituality. You are growing as a person. And something about your authenticity and your alignment with your truth has set you apart from this karmic. So, what is okay for you, they're not really ready to eat, like eating fish. A grown adult knows how to pull those pieces out, but a child, even a toddler, may not know, and they could swallow those bones and it could hurt. So that's what I'm saying, is like at some point it was working, but once this individual got to a certain level, what they eat may not be good for them. So it's not so much you as it is the karmic having to come to the realization that they have work to do. Either they're going to have to work to mature and to learn the lessons that you have, but for some of you, these are lessons that you didn't ask to learn. It's always been your life. You always knew how to deal with this and how to move around this. When families start intertwining, what you've always lived with and what they've always lived with is different. So now what they live with that you never lived with is coming over on your side, and what you live with that they never lived with is coming on their side. Now, you have the upper hand because the light, people, if you grew up with the light, if you grew up with the shadows, it's just recognition and praise, and almost like you get idolized because you made it to the light. But when you come from the light, it's like scary almost for other people because the eyes that come with the light. You may not even pay it, like, it's normal for you that God is always watching over you and watching what you do, that you answer to someone that is unseen. When you carry that entity, the people who are connected to you, they feel the same way, like you're always watching and they can't do anything that you don't want them to see. So they become angry, or they can't do anything that you may judge harshly. So they become angry. Okay. So for them, it feels like an invasion, but it's just you being who you are. And for them, they're used to being able to, they may not necessarily, I mean, I'm sure they have boundaries. So you do want to pay attention to what's actually coming towards you. Sometimes it is something that like you would have to take to the officials. So you really do need to understand it or stay aware of it. But for others, it's more so of a choice. And it's one of those things that you may consider to be completely disgusting. So you don't like it, but you'll know about it. And if they can't hide it, or they can't stop it, or they can't put it away, or they can't heal it or let it go, then they will continuously receive your condemnation of those behaviors that you feel are bad. So for them, it's like, you can't have this power and authority over me where you can make me or something, or feel bad about something. And you can't help the fact that you were raised to see that as, because it is something. So I believe that, like, if you were to talk about, that's the thing. That's why you probably can't have a conversation in physical reality, because it's a secret that someone is trying to hide. Everybody has secrets, but because your energies are intertwined, your secret keeps coming out. And for you, it is one of those secrets where it's like, oh my God, like you can't even be a good human being. You're disgusting. And they feel like they have to absorb that. So that's what they're trying to want to, like, attack you or try to make you feel the same way, but they can't, because you don't have the same secrets. You're not hiding the same things. Like, that's why they say when you guys be evenly yoked. You know what I'm saying? There is somebody for the decrepit. There is always decrepits. And y'all will be hiding the same things. And you can't really add benefit to one another because you're hiding the same things and you're saying it's okay. Okay. It's the same thing like any friend group. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your secrets are, like, once you grow out of that, once you release that, once that's nothing that You're not afraid of it. You've healed it. It's not you. It's not anything you think about. It's not anything you're worried about. Like, you just start to outgrow those situations and those relationships, those people, those entities too. So it is beneficial to meet people and to connect with someone that isn't, but it's really an opportunity. If you are a karmic feminine and you connect with a divine masculine and they light up things for you, and you feel judged by them in certain ways that make you want to change it or be better, understand that that person is actually giving you an opening to upgrade your life, something that your regular friendships never made aware to you, because what they were hiding was probably worse than you. You know what I'm saying? So they're not helping you because they're not shedding a light. You guys are just helping each other hide from your demons. So when you get with someone else and start to feel like you put that person on a pedestal, but the things that you were hiding, it's a light on it. That's your opportunity to get out of that karmic sentence. Now, the issue is that a lot of times they feel exposed, they feel vulnerable, they feel like they're a victim. How dare you see that in me? Why would you even think that about me? You don't know that about me. I don't care who my friends are. That's nothing that I'm doing. But all of that just makes it worse for you. So they could become angry and defensive and not even heal the issue. So they may close themselves off just because for them, judgment is not normal. For you, judgment is. Even if you don't like the judgment of your other congregation members, your other church members, your other family members or friends, one thing that you're used to is God judging you. That feels good. You're thankful when God is like, yeah, I don't like that. And you know you can go back. If you have a personal relationship, you know you can go back and forth with God about it, and he'll help you to understand. He'll open your eyes. Keep knocking, seeking. He's going to open it up to you. Why? Because he's trying to make your life move the way you want it to. You're his child. So if you're asking for information, God is not like your parents. He's not going to hide his shit, because God don't got no shit. God don't shit. So he's going to give you whatever you're looking for, right? He's going to open the door and allow you to see why it would be beneficial to change that, correct that, or to stay away from that, right? And you are thankful for that. Other people, these karmics, they're not thankful. They're looking at you like, how dare you to me? I've never been judged before in my whole fucking life. Nobody looks at me and says this about me, because I would never, and maybe you would never. But there is some little seed that is in your energy there, and that's why those people gravitate towards you. It's a seed. It hasn't sprouted. Maybe it never grew any roots and it never became a plant. But the thing is, you're carrying it. And when you connect with divine masculine and divine feminine, they're going to light up all of those seeds, because they're weeds and they could choke out what is good. Divine feminine and masculines, they have ascended into the energy where they are able to accept their Adam, Eve, Lilith experience. I don't even know what it is for the masculine outside of Adam. I think it's just Adam. And maybe Lilith would only be the one that would, be the divine feminine. I'm assuming that Eve is a karmic experience. And that's for everybody, masculine or feminine. Is creating through someone who is a piece of you, but can never fully and totally fulfill you because of the work that they haven't done yet. So you are there to light up the work that they can do. And they're actually there to show you some of the things that you don't even have to go through, that is not even necessary. Like, you could take it down a notch, you could tone it down a notch, you could relax a little bit. Life is a lot easier than that. You know, God, people are not always looking up your butt crack like God is. Okay, so it's benefits to both. But the only issue is that you may be thankful for your karmics and how they help you to relax and chill more, but your karmics will not be thankful for the fact that you are like, more, that's not enough. Clean that up. What's that over there? You know, it's like going into somebody's house and pointing out, like, you know what I'm saying? There's no spider in there. But there's eggs in there. And you know, when that, like, you need to clean that. You need to take care of that, because what if, da 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 da, and they're fueled with this rage and this hatred for you, because how dare you? I would never, because you probably didn't sow that seed there. It could have been an ancestor that threw that in there, or it could have been a friend, okay, or a family member that put that seed in there. But because you don't care about it, you're just letting it lay dormant, growing, and one day it could hatch. And for you, you were created to monitor that and to blot it out. That's to keep those disgusting things in moderation in the world that we live in. That's why they're publicized on TV and it's made such a big deal of, because it doesn't quite happen as often as we may think. And if you feel like it does, it's only because you really, really focus in on it, and you were probably taught to, so that you can make sure it doesn't happen to you. But what it does is just keep it aggravated and activated, so that you attract people who need healing from it, who are seeking solace from it, who are looking to conquer their fear of it too. So you actually end up attracting more of that into your life, and then it'll seem like, okay, so this is everywhere, everybody's doing this. But that's not really the truth. It's just that you have it so activated because you have conquered the fear of it, but you are always on alert for it. So your karmics, your shadow energies, it will help you to dial that down, turn the lights down a little bit, because it's really not as prevalent as you think. But you were created to be a monitor, a cop. You're like the FBI, like the, spiritual assassins, because you were meant to block those things out. And a lot of times you can do it quietly without the person even knowing. You may be taught, like, if you have the gift of gab, you're talking about things that alert people, but they don't really know why. And what you're doing is kind of like skillfully, it's like and they don't even know what happened. It's like a ninja, you're just getting in there. Okay, you're killing demons and just blotting them out of people while you're just having a conversation and flipping your hair and you don't even know you're doing it, but that's what the fuck you're doing. So, and you don't even have to be a female. You could be a guy and literally, or all of a sudden a response, but it comes out of nowhere. You just literally, like, you blast a demon out of the room, or you absorb all of them, and then mentally you strategize your way to eliminate whatever the biggest demon in the room was. Like, that's what I'm saying. So you don't understand divine masculine, divine feminine, what you're doing. But when you talk about it, which we're doing a lot of, YouTube and readers, this is why we get attacked, because when you're talking about it, they become aware that there was something there that's not there, and you talk about it as if you know for sure, and now they're wondering, what else do you know? Because how can somebody, that's not okay for somebody to come in and know all my secrets or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes people are holding on to things that have happened in their lives, not because it's who they want to be, or even that it's something that's activated currently, but people are keeping it in there as leverage, because if they need to, they will pull it out on that person, or they may even be using it currently to keep that person doing what the fuck they need them to do, acting the way they need them to do. They're holding something over someone's head. They're like silently blackmailing people into being good. Okay, I'm more on the side of healing. That's a whole lot of work. And then it also puts you in the dirt where you can't find anybody better than that, because what you're holding on to, even though it's not you, and you're just keeping this file because you want to be able to, point your finger at that person or humble them or make them feel some type of way anytime you want to. The thing about that is it really colors you in an energy and a light that is not good. And so you'll stop attracting the kind of people and the kind of connections that you truly want to in your life because of what you're holding on to. And it ain't even you. It's just that you're holding on to it because you're like, no, I might need this. I might need this because if that motherfucker ever, I'm going to pull this out and you're going to do what the fuck I told you to do. Or you're going to, you know what I'm saying? You're holding something over their head. So it can color your energy, taint your energy. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, but their fear is kind of like, and if you were to get in without them knowing and take it away, once they realize they don't have that leverage anymore, they're mad at you because they feel like you've made them defenseless or like you've taken away their power. Okay. And they may still feel like you have power over them. And it's really not the truth. It's just that your shit don't stink because you don't have any. Not because you don't poop, but because you really clean your ass and then God checks you before you walk out of the bathroom. It's not even that God loves you better than them. It's that you know God better and you have a closer relationship and have as much hatred built up toward God. So you're just closer. And you didn't have a lot of people talking negative shit about God in your ear. Most of them were boosting God up. What else? Yeah, they feel like you're the only person that has ever been able to do this, or the only person who has ever been able to judge them and then stand on it. So it's actually probably a really good person, but because of those seeds that they carry, because of their Rolodex of hatred or resentment or things that they're holding on to that they get to pull out whenever they need to, they do not like you. Because for you, it makes them less. And for them, it makes you like a criminal. You stole something that they were using to make their life better, but now they don't have access to that anymore. And you're the only person that seems to be able to do that. Now, that could also turn into an obsession because it's like somebody who thought I was, like at the top of my group. Like top of your group, top of your class, top of your social bracket, top of your neighborhood, like wherever you come from, when you think about yourself and how you behave and how you do things, you can't help but to see the difference, the comparisons. Even if you're not competitive, you're gonna see, and you may hold yourself like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm close to the top of the food chain out here, okay? Where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not out there, maybe not over there, but right here, yeah, okay, period. And then you meet this person and they're like from there too, but they got this one up over you, and you're like, because that's how I felt with, because I'm like, yeah, I don't have to say shit. I don't have to say shit to anybody. I don't have to clean up nobody's shit. I don't have to fix this. I don't have to do none of this. And that's the truth. But the one up that they have over me is, so you're not going to do it for the kids? You're not going to do it for your baby? That's how you really feel? Because they can pull the trump card of my niece anytime they want to. And I don't know why it's always her, but it's like she was always there for me. I don't know. Like we just have this, that's my... Don't get me to talking about Sky Pie, okay? Because I will sing her praises to the day I fucking die. And still will be singing her praises from the sky, okay? I don't know. Look, from the sky, and her name is Skylar. Angel, and she prepared me single-handedly, really. I have had a lot of babies, a lot of children in my life and in relationships where I took on a motherly role, but it was something different about her in the time period when she entered my life, and the connection was, it was more than just like, oh, it was like, oh my God, how could you possibly, you're like my kindred. How is that possible? Because we were not blood related. Like, how is that possible? But anyway, they can pull that trump card, like, oh, you wouldn't do it for her? You wouldn't do it for her? And it's like, yeah, I would. And it opens the door for all, because it's not that I don't want to, for all of the kitties of the world. It's just that I have my own kitty now, and I really have to focus on him. But That's the one trump. And it makes me a better person because I know, and my son shows me, they're our family. And it's a different level of family than I have ever had, because that's the other thing about the light side that the shadow side can help you with. You do not have to completely detach and be done with all of your family members just because they choose a different God, they choose a different religion, or they choose a different way of life, or they don't choose God or religion at all. Like, but a lot of times religions, it does that. It causes these divisions. And if you come from one that's extremely strict, not only is it you, but the entity too will try to control and mediate and scare you out of connecting harmonious family unions that do not follow their rules. So that's something that I push and keep out of our life, but it also causes that he seems to be more sacrificial in that area. And so I'm more sacrificial in for children or for romance. He seems to be more sacrificial for any family, really. So yeah, like yeah. So it makes me a better person. But that's what I'm getting, is that there's somebody here where they see you and they feel like you make them a better person. So then if they it can turn on you. It feels good and it's wonderful, but when they feel too judged by you, or they feel they make themselves feel way less than you, if they put you too high on a pedestal, it makes them upset. And then they could blame you and lash out at you. Yeah, because you create healing. You create healing. So some of them are looking for this release. They're looking for you to purify their soul and cleanse their sins. And that's a lot of work to do. What they really want is the God in you. You know, like a lot of people that I've connected to, I really would tell them, like, just go to the Kingdom Hall. You can find one anywhere. It's not really me that you're so connected to or that you're really into, because if it was me, then you would love me just as much when I'm not moving in divine energy and I'm just kind of chilling on the ground like you, doing whatever the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. But if you only like me when I'm aligned, and a lot of times it's not that I'm doing it on purpose. I don't want to be a nun, okay? I never even intended, like, oh my God, I want to be a high priestess. I want to be a high priest. I never said that. But I was raised that way. So it's something that's natural. And then when it got into this energy stuff, I had no choice, because I can't live with demons in my house. It's just low vibrational energy, and we create enough of it on our own. So I love for angels and fairies to come by and visit, but when you're in demon energy, you need to go to God, not me. So I think it's just like a redirecting now, you know what I'm saying? But before you know what's going on, you could be feeding and healing and cleansing and releasing these people and thinking that it is doing nothing to you. But meanwhile, you don't realize how it's tearing you down, how it's draining you, how it's putting seeds in your minds about life and who people really are. And it's taking you into these dark valleys of fears that aren't even yours. They don't need you when they're in demon energy. They need God. That's why the fuck we all go there. And that's why you were there. That's why what you understand. But what they don't understand and comprehend is that God is the only true source out permanently, where you can kind of go and freely. Not you, because you might be able to do it for them, but as soon as you see that they don't really they don't appreciate you, they don't care about what you're doing for them, they're actually mad at you, they're jealous, they're hateful, they're spiteful, they're coming in with their venomous shit. When you realize that the benefit is not really there, that's when you, it's not me that you want to see. You need to go talk to God. Because if it was me, then even in the very lowest of energies, there would still be some kind of, like, I just like who you are. You know what I'm saying? But it don't be like that. They want to change you. They want that people, they fall in love. Jesus Christ superstar. They love it. But a lot of us, we learn from the Bible. Yes, sure. I do believe in that. That really is who I am. However, what I've learned is that I'm just going to keep dying and I'm never going to reach the heights that I could reach. I'm never going to fully be able to enjoy the life that I want to if I keep sacrificing for people like you who don't do the work that I'm trying to show you and teach you, but you just want me to do it for you in exchange for your fucking appreciation or your applause. That's not enough. Like, I don't want to be that for you because I'm not going to be sacrificed. Like, when it comes down to it, unless it's my son involved, I'm not going to sacrifice my life. No. I make sacrifices. My niece, she comes in with energy. I love it because for me, the experience is how I want it to be physically, where she just kind of comes in like, hey, TT, I just need a little energy. Just tell me how you feel about me. I know you love me and I know you put me on this big pedestal and I know you think I'm so cute and I know you think I'm so wonderful. And I just need a little extra of that. And I be like, oh, I can't love you right now because it's going to create all of these other emotional issues and I miss you so much and I really don't want to bleed out, but you're my niece. Oh, fuck it. I got enough to spare. Liam, you good? All right. Oh, I love you. Skylar, I miss the shit out of you. And I just bleed for her. And I tell her, like, all right, now auntie gave you all that money. You go spend it wisely. Spend it on whoever you want to. Run it up, boo. Okay. And that's how it's like, it becomes this exchange because I'm thankful that she even thought of me. Even if she does not, because she will. She'll text me. She'll FaceTime me. But I'm not always able to give her all of me when she comes through. Not as much as I want to because I be dealing with all of this other shit. But I love that her heart comes to me, like, so I be like so thankful, and bleeding for her is, it's the least that I could fucking do because I'd rather be doing more for you. So I'd be so thankful that I give it to her, and I know that it's gonna be a good day. I feel like I don't know if how specific the download was, but somebody got a new bed. I was hoping that it was her, like she bought something or got something or got somebody to buy her. You're blitzing them with your energy, which actually does turn them into little charmers, so they can pretty much get whatever the fuck they want with it. But yeah, anyway. I like our connection, spiritually and physically. But yeah, sometimes she'll come in and I'll bleed for her. Actually, my son's brother, I bled for him. He doesn't come in very often, but he's come in a couple times, and I just bleed, and it's just like, oh, I knew you loved me, and I bleed out, like, I want to do more. I wish I could do more, but I really do have to prioritize being a single mom. So that's one thing. But the point is, even when you do that, sometimes the energy they can be thankful for it, but they may not be. You know what I'm saying? It's it just depends. You never know how that kid is gonna run it up. My son has went and got energy, and then he come in, and I be like I told you, sometimes he'll just be barking orders at me, and I'll be like, okay, look, I understand you got some extra money, and you really feeling yourself. But boy, I'm gonna need you to wait a minute now, okay? Take them shoes off, sir. Remember your roles, sir, because I know that energy came through from a grown person. You are not them. But I will recognize that you done some stuff and got something for yourself. And okay, let's see. Let's make it work for us. So, energy is energy. It's just a currency. It can't be transmuted into something that is beneficial, even if when they get it from the person, it's not quite so beneficial. Because honestly, children, when they come to you, it's usually because they might be irritated with the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like my son could be irritated with me, talking about brush my teeth in the fucking morning, and then go connect with his daddy. He was like, yeah, no, she always wanna, this is how she used to like this. I'm telling you, you could do whatever you want to do, and he love it, right? But for me, is that gonna cause an issue? Of course it is. So I'm like, so I know that sometimes it has that. So when you do get currency, if open-hearted, you may just have an open children, you have an open door to them, but just be mindful that the energy that you're sending in, you don't want it to backfire on them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just being genuine. They're just going, children, who loves me? Okay, I just got in trouble. I'm a punishment. But who loves me? Who is so like enamored with who I'm being right now? And you know, and actually I love her when she's being bad as fuck and when she's being good. So yeah, okay. I guess I have kind of spoiled her in that way because I'd be like, fuck up, Scott. Yeah, that's right. Girl, you better. No. Wait a minute. Reel it in. So just be mindful of the energy that you give because you have to, influence. You're influential. So make sure that you remember that they are dealing with grown folks, that your energy is extremely influential, and there are third parties here or they have peers. So they're receptive. The energy that you send needs to be clean. So if it's not clean, I would say give them a kiss and give them peace and tell them that you love them. Give them your truth. And this is probably goes for anybody, not just children, but this is what I'm thinking about. It will work for anyone. But you give them peace, you give them your love, and then you just give them your light. Okay. But when you're in the right energy, you know you're balanced, you know you're aligned, you don't have any grievances or anything like that, then you can run it up and give them as much as you want, boo them up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Give them all you got. But when you know, like, just try to, and then go about your way. Detach, you know what I'm saying? Leave them with the love and leave them with the light. All right. Yeah, because I feel like your connection is actually very healthy. It's healthy, it's nourishing. That's why they keep coming back to you because they want this. Okay. Is this how to raise a man one-on-one? I don't know what you're talking about, Crystal. Okay. Nurse. Oh, this is tarot. You've never done tarot before. Or you've never watched a tarot reading on YouTube. This is your first. I'm not talking to anybody specifically unless I'm talking to me, talking to God, talking to one of my ancestors, my child. I talk to my moderators. Hey, Tiff, she's in here. But if I'm talking to you, then I'm talking to you. I just speak to souls. It's either your soul or it isn't. Nope, it's just a collective read. All right, so yeah, let's see. Oh, influences came back out. So the connection is very influential. The connection is assisting with self-growth. They could like who you are, so they could come towards you pretty often because they're trying to create that kind of influence in their own life or in their person, you know, in themselves. So it could be very beneficial. As far as these grown folks though, especially with the karmic energy, that may be their truth. That's the innocent part of it, but the way that they're getting into your energy is tainting it for the adults, for the karmic adults who are coming towards you. It's probably like very similar to what I was saying about the children. The only that they're getting in is distorting their intentions. All right. We have, let me see. I'm not out of energy and my son is chilling, so I imagine I knew we were gonna have to get some of the more heavy work up out of here first. Okay, well, I put a spell on you, Crystal. Everything you do will fail till you do right by me. Get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out. Talk about get witchcraft, get her out of here. You get the fuck out of here. Security? Tiff. Get that bitch the fuck out of here. Get your scary ass to church. Fuck you in here for. Oh Lord. So there is a karmic that is getting into your energy and they're doing it in these ways, but they're so fucking scared and all of their fears. So it could be that what they're fear mongering you with is that they're getting into your energy because they're so scared that this is what you think about them. And they're just trying to see, like, what can I see? What do they think? What do they know? What are they gonna say? How are they gonna feel? What are they giving my child? What are they telling my children? What are they gonna tell my, like, they losing their shit. You're scared, you need to get a grip. You need to talk to you. Somebody has a divine masculine or divine feminine right there in your life. I don't care if it's your sister, brother, mother, father, sister, cousin, your auntie, the fucking Pope. I don't care if it's a YouTuber. Okay, get a fucking reading. Pray. Go to church. Causing all this havoc because you scared as shit. 9 of Cups. Somebody is getting their wishes come true though. Somebody was. Why is Crystal okay? Tiff, we gotta. She can stay in here or whatever, but we need to. No, actually, right in this moment, you asking me is your auntie? I don't know. You can't speak, but I'm assuming you're trying to say, is this your auntie? Okay, so you know my fear mongers, they come in because my ancestors do speak through me often, especially when I need them. And in this point in time, I need my sister because my sister is a complete bitch and she don't give a fuck about nobody. You can call her a witch. You can say she charmed the fuck out of you. You can say she ran game on you. She don't give a fuck. Why the fuck are you in her face? If you scared, get the fuck out her way. So I am probably channeling my sister. She ain't even dead. This is Keandra right here. This is straight up Kiki in this bitch. But that's how I'm at you, Crystal. Okay. So if you want to bring a witch out of me, you can, because it does. It runs in my fucking family. It runs in yours too. You just don't know, boo. Get the fuck out of my face. Tiff, if you don't get this bitch, because her energy is super strong. She want me to, Nah. But my demons will come for you when I detach and go back into the light. So be careful about that, okay? I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do. Everybody has demons, but I don't play with demons. I don't talk to them. So yeah, she is a distraction. But sometimes it's good for me because I need to stand up to it and not back down from it, because that's a lot of times when I have left my channel, I be building it up and I'm getting close to goals, and then I'll go away. And it's because, you know what? I don't have to deal with this. I'll close the curtain and say, fuck all of this. I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? I really can just pray to God. I know how to go to church. I know how to go to church. I go to church right in my fucking house. Okay. I don't need to do this. However, I like to do this and it makes it easier. And sometimes it makes it fun. And I connect with other people who understand. But I'm going to block her. I want you to learn how to do this, because this is what people like this, they just want to be seen and they're thirsty for energy. So she's thank you for giving us, because we have been talking about energy and demons just like you, but she's feeding off of the attention. It doesn't matter if it's bad attention, good attention, any attention. She's a literal attention whore. So what they do is they try to like turn around on you and you just have to throw it back. So that person is coming here. I couldn't see what she was saying, but basically she gave me like a compliment. So she's thinking like, oh, you're probably like me. Hold on, high user on the channel there. So now she can hear us, she can see me, but we can't see her. And that's what demons really, I think most of them, some of them literally, you can tell if they're genuinely just in a bad space and they really just need a wake up call or a little help, just a little bit of light so that they can see themselves and get to where they need to be. But the ones that just keep coming for you, they're feeding off of that energy. And it doesn't matter if it's negative. It doesn't matter if it's positive. They're bottom feeders. They'll take whatever the fuck they can get. They're like literal, like empty vessels. So they'll take whatever the fuck they can get. And that one was trying to fearmonger me. Usually they come in and they like give me a compliment or something, and then they try to make me feel like, oh, see, you're just trying to get attention. You just want everybody's money and you just want this and you just want, I'm like, baby, you're talking to yourself. Okay. Just go get in the mirror somewhere. You don't even know me. What are you talking to? This wig, bitch? I wear the wig for people like you, so that I can literally do my readings without all of this excess energy or me like literally being affected. When it's my real hair, you're attaching to my real hair. Want to try to trigger me out of it. Now I'm thinking about it and I'm kind of fixing it. Bitch, I know I laid the fuck out of this wig. This is an Amazon wig and I did that, okay? So you can't say shit. Like, I literally don't give a fuck. So I be ready for bitches like that. And I do like to get a little bit in with them. Just a little sword play to make sure I still got it like that. Okay, but not too much of it. So yeah, she's put away now. She probably won't even watch for much longer because we can't see her and there's no engagement. She's thirsty, just anything. They're depraved. All right, but back to this divine masculine, because I feel like they're getting something that they want here. They're trying to clear something up about a Pisces. This could be someone's mother or someone's daughter. I don't know why I got that, but it's a feminine energy. Well, I do know why I got that, but I don't know why I got that for the collective. But whatever it is, they're happy. Someone's happy. Oh, I know on my side. They're wondering, like, why are you here? I didn't know why I was here, but it's because my niece called me over there. It's because I think that she wanted something, or she was trying to get what she wanted to at the same time as somebody else, her mama, her daddy, somebody was getting what they wanted and she wanted to get what she wanted. And she like, all right, nobody's listening to me, or I can't get it. Something's not happening. Auntie, can you give me a few dollars energetically? So I can make these people work. Oh, that's the lights out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the lights were out too. So, okay. So somebody, when you came through into someone's energy, they couldn't see you. They couldn't see you and they didn't know what was going on. But now they might see you, or they're like thankful because they're seeing what you did do and they like what you did, or they're thankful. It was like a wish fulfillment or something. And maybe not for them so much as it was for whoever it was that contacted you for the energy. For some of you, this is the karmic. They were wishing and hoping for something and they can't. See, that's what I'm saying though. We not cool like that, because I can't go to you to get the same thing. We're not gonna exchange. You can't keep coming, auntie. You can't keep coming to tip in my pocket so that you can make shit better for you, when I can't come to you to make things better for me. You just make things worse, or you try to take advantage or try to take authority in a situation you don't have no business being an authority of. I don't do that shit. I just come through with love. If I of an extra, it's because you've been fucking bullying me and pissing me the fuck off, and I know you're focused on the wrong things. So I make sure that child feels confident. And that's why. So I think they try to do the same thing to me, but with my son, it comes off as bullying and overly confident, because he's already confident and he's already fine. So maybe that's the same thing for my niece. Maybe she comes through extra aggressive and extra overly confident, because I think that whatever it is that their parent is going through is likely what the child is going through. So somebody is doing that. It's something that they go through, that they be like, oh, my child must be going through the same thing, or that's exactly what they're going through. I know who you are because I did. Just go shut the fuck up and heal first, and then you look at everything and see it. You know what I'm saying? Or do what I'm doing, where you're kind of like awakening. You're open so that you can awaken to things and balance it out at the same damn time. But somebody love to just pass go, cross the line, and then they insert all of this energy, and you're creating a whole shit show that it don't have to be. I'm done with this. I didn't talk for, this is 2 hours of this. This is it for this whole week. I don't give a fuck about y'all, what y'all think. I don't care what you're afraid of. This is it. This is all the empathy I have for this. This is all that and it looks like it's an illusion anyway. Unproductive, a waste of time, miscommunication. It's just somebody with confusion again. coming in with confusion, probably for their own benefit or purposes. Maybe they're trying to prove themselves. This could be a divine masculine that continuously is trying to prove themselves to a karmic energy, like they are who they say they are, and they're not. There's nothing weird going on with you, but they don't believe them. So they keep trying to prove themselves to somebody who is committed. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, they're committed to misunderstanding this person. They're the person that keeps sticking the sword in your head. You want to understand why you're dead? It's not because of your divine feminine. Your divine feminine is making your wishes come true. Your divine feminine is making the karmics that you're connected to, making their wishes come through. The motherfuckers that keep killing you and keep putting a sword in your head are the fucking karmics that you keep trying to prove yourself to. And for me, it's the fucking karmics that I keep getting into like fights with, where I be like, fuck it, I got the time today. Fuck it, I'm crossing the line today. I take off my Empress energy. I take off my what is this? Ladybug. I take my ladybug off and I put my snake on because I don't have the time. Okay, I don't want to. I don't want to waste my time with you. This has not been a waste of time, but it does look like, oh, okay. The karmic. Yeah, stop pissing me off. I was pissed when I started this, so I gotta be real careful. But I be missing the point when I'm pissed. The karmic is realizing how unproductive their behavior has been. Not only are they killing the divine masculine that they want to keep in their life, they can't paint a pretty picture and keep it going. Like they keep trying to create this illusion. They come in, they get a little bit from you, and they create the illusion, but they can't ever keep it going because they keep killing them to do it. Like nobody wants to be in your reality when I have to be dead in order for you to be happy. This does not work. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they keep making this person open and emotionally vulnerable. They're cutting them on purpose, and they're triggering you on purpose to create this cocktail. They're trying to create a nice, cozy, comfy scenario or situation, and they're trying to create this cocktail to give to this masculine, which would make them vulnerable and exposed and docile, like easily tameable, or kind of just so open that they'll do whatever you want them to do because the energy feels good, but it's a trick. It's an illusion. And I feel like the divine masculine that they keep running this scheme on or this game on, like you may be well aware, but because they piss you off, your divine masculine is probably like running from you because you may be coming to them like, why the fuck don't you have a handle on this bitch? Why the fuck is she still coming into my energy? I'm not doing shit to y'all. I'm not doing shit to you. What the fuck? So you're coming up as a bitch. They don't want to deal with it. The other one is coming off as, oh, I'm so sweet and so nice. Come to me. I'll help you and I'll take care of you. And then they like, okay, well, that sounds better. And then they go there because they think like, oh, okay, well, at least, I can rest. And she's going to be a sweet little, treat me sweet or whatever. And then the King of Cups, they realize this bitch just wanted me to be more, easy. Like they don't like their ego. They don't like when they're protecting themselves. They don't like when they know who the fuck they are. They don't like when they get their way. So they just wanted to break that down and turn that around. And now that this person is pretty much willing to do what they want them to do, they're doing it, but they hate you now because they see you and you think you're doing this and they can't see you, but they do see you. So if you want to know why, this is a karmic and she's watching me. If you want to know why your divine masculine does not have love for you, and more so it's like a gift to them when somebody shuts you the fuck up or shuts you down, it's because they see what you have been doing. They see you. They see you like for real now, not just when they were awakening to bit of you that they kind of like overlooked. It was mostly because your demons were coming to them first, and they was like, like, nah, like, thank you. I'll take whatever you're doing, but also I see all that other stuff you got going on. But when they get to the point where they start to realize like, oh, wow, but you actually did. Oh, you are really nice and you are really kind. But then when they let you in and you become this, and I'm gonna, and now I, and you shall, and they be like, okay, bitch. So And you know what? It could have been a divine feminine that they were having that interaction with. A lot of us have been going through that because they stayed in these karmic attachments. You're looking at them like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And they looking at you like, well, I can't even see you because you acting just like this bitch. What the fuck is different between you and them? You can sell me divine all goddamn day. Okay, quit intervening. Let me finish. I know I'm rambling at the mouth. Give me a second. I got to get this out. They came in my door. And I'm a lion, so you know I'm a roar. I'll be done when I'm done. Yes. This. Oh, that cereal? Which one? The honey? This. I can't see what this is, but go ahead and get it. Oh, get your bowl. You right here. You see your blue bowl right there at the top? Grab your bowl, and then you can get your cereal. All right, go ahead. Yeah, they're looking at you like, I don't see the difference between you and them. And then if they have kids with this person, they're like, well, I might as well just stay here and deal with this. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to dealing with bitches, you're all the same. But one is subliminal. They never really get straight to the point. They never really tell them the truth. Even when they catch them, they try to convince them that it's not the truth. The Ace of Swords, all they do is lie, hide, evade, or sow seeds of confusion. So when you speak the truth, even if you are a bitch, you cut through the illusion. You help them to see the other person, you help them to see themselves, and you also help them to see you. So if you feel like you're being a bitch, but that is like your truth, and even though it's somebody else that's making that happen in you, just keep going with it. I don't care if it pushes your divine masculine away, because if you fake it or if you try to pretend, they're going to see you, because they already see her. They're just trying to figure out, like, why would I deal with someone else who's doing the exact same thing? And the shoe fits on both feet. So this, I could be talking to the divine feminine, and this is your karmic masculine, and this is what they're doing. But there's a third party in between, and they're just seeing, you know, like the joke is up, the gig is up, everybody sees, their shit is out. You know what I'm saying? But they keep trying to out you, and to no avail. It's unproductive. They miss every opportunity where they actually could, and they actually could have exposed you if they were operating and moving in their truth or in divine energy, but they don't seem to ever get there, which is why they never get this win that they want from you. They're seeing also this divine masculine be able to have a measure of control over you, and the karmic desperately wants that. I don't know if they're friends or, like I said, it's a family member, but they want the same kind of power that you seem to have. If you're the divine masculine or feminine, they want the same power that you seem to have, but all they do is sow confusion. And so they're going to constantly they're reaping what they sow. I'm done telling them, yeah, they already know. King of Swords here, they know exactly why. Because they lie. All they do is lie. They have a lot more clarity. They're actually very intuitive. There are things that they were able to see a long time ago, probably before you were even able to see it. They set a trap for you, and then they watch you walk into it. They made sure you were in the right energy so that you would do whatever they thought you would do. And then when you did it, they tried to use it against you, and you just watched the whole thing play out. So you have so much more clarity. You now have an overhead point of view of all of it. So they do feel bad. They do feel like judged by you, or they're mad. They may not feel bad. You'll know, because that means they'll be humble. That means they intend to change. But if they feel some type of way or they got an attitude, it's just because they mad, like a kid. Oops, I got caught. And you know I did it, but I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to tell you anything, because they think you're hiding all these secrets when really you're just trying to do your regular thing. You know, like, you're being regular. You're not trying to force this. But for some of you, you were. There is a divine masculine that was trying to force the benefit of the connection. And that's probably what your karmic experience is that this karmic is trying to disprove that to you. Okay, they don't like this. Obviously, it must be another connection. Your heart, your soul. Liam loves this. Your heart, your soul is intertwined, and then he just want me to get off of, because just don't fuck with me. I'm really nice, but I be seeing people, and then I give y'all thousands of chances to turn around and change your. I'm just like my fucking daddy. I'm just like my dad. Not my physical earthly daddy, like my heavenly daddy. He give us so many chances, and then when we're done, we're done. The only thing is I'm not gonna do that to a child. I never understood, and I think they just wrote that in the Bible because the God I serve, he don't do that. He don't do that. God I serve don't do that. I think it's that organization. They be lying. Those men keep translating the Bible over and over and changing words all over the goddamn place. Liars. Anyway, um, yeah, if I did have a bone to pick with Freemasons, that's it. Quit sowing y'all fucking seeds of confusion into things. You are masterful workers, but when you get too manipulative and decisive, when you do that, you have to know there's a karmic blowback. Just like you're capable of becoming aware of things, you have to know that even though these karmics don't operate in the same energy as you, they will awaken sometimes, and they're gonna see you. You're put in the ring because there is what I said. Somebody, I feel like my brother gave me this information, but I don't know. It's a brother from somewhere. I have a lot of them. Two people are never put in the ring in the same ring unless you are like Namaste, Clash of the Titans. You are equal, like something. Yeah, that's the only way I can say it. But they don't put two people in the ring that don't belong in the ring together. Put it that way. So you got to stop underestimating these karmics or letting, them fool you with, oh, but I don't know. I never, oh my God. Yeah, no bullshit. Because I've seen better, especially in this specific situation. If this is mine watching it, this bitch, she know what the fuck she do. She does do it to you over and over and over again. And she does it to me, and I think she does it to family members too. She's weird, and she always has been since I met her and know her. And it's the same energy to this very day, which is why I still don't fuck with her. I will if you say that it's clear to, but it's only because she's connected to you and the energy is there. And she not only does she stay out of my fucking way, and the energy with the kids can be clear and free flowing, the love can be free flowing, but also because it creates harmony and peace with me co-parenting with her brother, my son's father. But when you do not have a handle on this bitch, then she gets to fucking up shit. She starts distorting things, and she comes in with other people who distort things and got fucked up ass energy, and I get really fucking pissed. So now I am starting to see that all of my anger really is coming through one particular bitch. It's you. And it's me. And it's us. We don't like each other. You know I judge you. And you know what I'm afraid of. And I ain't taking nothing back. And I ain't sorry about it. Except that I second guessed myself when it came to you. And that I didn't just treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. In the moment, you deserve to be treated that way. Because the person that I'm talking right now, when she was tamed, or when she is tamed and is love and light, I give her love and I give her light. And I don't even look or think about anything that happened before. I don't even think about the past. I'm in the moment with it. She takes it back there because it's the only place where she had a grievance. She goes back to the past, and that's where I handed her ass to her. So she wants to know, there's a karmic that wants to know, why does it never work? Why is it always unproductive? Why does everybody get mad at me? Why does she the only one that gets to be happy? Because you keep taking everything back to a past cycle where I had to fucking slap the fuck out of you and end it. Like, you really don't know me, and I'm not the one that you want to play with or fuck with. But every time I get nice with your ass, you think you can try me. And that's why I keep shitting on your fucking head. That's why I don't have no respect for you. That's why I don't feel sorry about anything that I've done, because when I tell you I gave you time after time after time, I gave you pass after pass after pass, I gave you chance after I ran out of cheeks to turn. I ran out of ass cheeks to turn. I turned everything. I tried everything. I have nothing left for you. Nothing. I don't give a fuck what you do or don't do. I don't like you. The part of you that I like lives in your children. And honestly, some of the things that I like in her children are her bad behaviors, but they just do it better in their kids. So it's okay. But I don't fuck with her. And I feel like this karmic, you just can't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? And they can't fuck with you, but they want to. They want to. But they can't control their demons. They cannot control themselves. They cannot get themselves in the right energy. They cannot heal. They cannot let go to even receive all of who you are currently. As a matter of fact, somebody like this, they're blocking out all of their blessings all the way around. So they're probably not getting what they want from anybody. And you're going to become the same. If you can't, you have to, like, I don't care if they come for you. You just have to keep ignoring. The Beautiful Mind, that movie, you have to keep ignoring them until finally they realize they won't be seen. And then they'll stop. They'll look for some where they can actually have a presence, where they can actually either, they're not always looking to be treated good either. Honestly, that's another, it's so hard, because when you really see somebody and you understand, because you could have made choices not to heal, and you may have ended up being a lot like that person, but you chose differently, and you know how to tell them what to do, but that person is so committed to misunderstanding you that they won't listen or shit. You want to become empathetic, but it's not safe. It's a trap, because if you become empathetic, it's just going to create an opening to the entity that keeps making them operate the way that they are with you. That's why they're able to attach to you, because there is still a part of you that understands it. And if they have children, you have children with them, that's another way in. You love that in their children, which means that you're sending off a signal that you like that in them too. So they're thinking that, oh, this is open, because they'll just go in any open door. They're mindless. They're going in any open door. So your door is open to them. You're going to have to literally shut it. Like, you have to put the final nail in the coffin. You have to get to the place where I don't understand you. I don't empathize with you. I don't like you. And I don't want to like you. I don't understand you. And I don't want to understand you. And that's okay. And then you could just be at peace. And if God sends unconditional love in, and you can give love to that person, they can give it back to you. You guys can enjoy it in the moment and then go your separate ways in peace. Like, but it's not going to be no buddy, friendly thing. And it probably would be nice, because like I said, you guys empathize. That means that in another lifetime, if both of you have healed, or both of you choose not to heal, you know what I'm saying? You could be a whole demon with them and have a good time. Or they could come into the light and y'all could be angels together and have a good time, but not this lifetime, because you guys have chosen different paths. And they can argue all day about which path is better and how they're a better person than you. That's fine, boo-boo. Go with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever makes you feel good about yourself, because I think a lot of this comes from a lack of confidence, and I'm for it. If you need to villainize me and make me the horrible person in your life, write a book, honey. Go, you know what I'm saying? Write a book, make some money. You understand me? Do it. Okay, I don't even care. You can put my face on the book and say I was the villain of your life, and I would be like, oh, thank you guys. Oh my God. So I'm in a book. I was a villain. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for it. Whatever you need to do to heal and let me go, because I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Oh, good. They're losing their momentum anyway. There's a Sagittarius here, Page of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Both of them say Sagittarius that was hasty, impatient, impulsive. They acted too fast, restless, distracted, and they may have gotten tricked into doing this. But they're like losing their optimism. They thought it was a good idea, but they're becoming pessimistic now. And they know for sure that this is causing chaos for them in their own life. They're losing their momentum because the pessimism is not just about you and their connection to you, but what they've now done to a connection that they had with somebody else outside of you. So it's having that's what happens when you don't operate in your authenticity and truth. It always backfires on you, boo. That's free game. So they're sluggish now. They probably just need to get in the bed, lay down. That's all I got for you, honey. I gave everything that I said was cash money for this bitch to keep coming up in here. And you know what I'm saying? Like in another life, I could fucking rock with you. You got some things you need to heal and let go of and quit that weird shit with family members. That ain't it. Okay, but I do understand it. I've had other friends who've had the same thing, and it just comes from bad situations, trauma that you haven't healed, and the need to get, attention from males, and you really don't care who they are, or it just makes you jealous with women, and you feel like you need to whatever. I get it, and that's probably who you think I am, but bitch, I wasn't even thinking about your man. God put that motherfucking was like, this is your way out. I confused it. I was like, oh my God, he loves me. No, he don't love me. He loves me. Like a sister, like a brother. I am my brother's keeper. He probably is his sister's keepers. But the thing about him is the energy doesn't come through distorted. It is what it is when it is, and it is what he said, and he sticks to his word. That's what you miss because you were too focused on me, little bitch. I'm not you, but I do understand you. And I don't want to understand anymore. I don't want to understand no more. I've already tried to open that door, and it did not work out well. There is nothing else that I can do. We're done here. But that is 2 hours of cash money information. Every single thing I said should have given some kind of help. So they just got a whole reading. Now help yourself. All right. All right, you guys. Oh, they ain't learned shit. They still gonna do the same thing. They feel out in the cold and back to being confused about who to love or what's okay, and they see you as a bitch. They see you as being jealous, demanding, vengeful, hot-tempered, insecure, like you want this wrath over them and you're jealous of them. Well, keep telling yourself that. Again, whatever is going, you're feeding on negativity that will kill you. But if that's what you need to heal your insecurity, if you need to think that someone else is insecure to heal your insecurity, then go for it. I don't know. Yeah, the tower here. They were trying to create a tower moment. They thought you would have all of these feelings, and something did not go the way they thought it would go. So they just kind of feel like they wasted their time. This was a struggle that wasn't even worth it. And now they may feel like they actually have turned you into the person that they thought you were originally and that you weren't. It's too late for that now. Don't even worry about it. Because if you were dealing with a divine feminine, honey, she done with you. If you were dealing with a divine masculine, they already done with you. It don't take divine, when people get into divine energy, it don't take them long to assess whether or not they can never, ever like truly allow you access to them. It only takes a moment. So them being nice is just them letting you in the foyer. You're never getting into their home for real. And you never will. And whoever reading this that was probably your last time. And that was so that spirit could help and guide that divine masculine or divine feminine on how to whip your behind in a way where they won't be karmically held accountable. Well, I'm not hungry yet. But I just ate up so much of that energy. That's why I said eat whatever you need. Because for me, it's very healing. I like when I can finally just settle in on a person not being a good person. I guess I just believe in people's ability to change so much that I will hold on to people who are the worst. And I'll be like, if they come in, I'll be like, well, maybe. No, I've lost all of my optimism there in that situation. So yeah, I am kind of a reflection of that person now, but I needed that. There are some people you literally just have to give up hope for. Just stop. It's not your job to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to hold out hope for everybody. Everybody isn't holding out hope for me. I have to do that on my own. So it's okay. It's okay to let people go and set them free. Because she's probably just fine. I mean, her brother likes her just fine. Her kids like her. My son, he iffy, but he iffy with everybody. He like her. So she's fine, for other people, but you just ain't fine for me. Yeah. Did you eat your cereal?
Yeah.
Go clean your nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna come and check. I'm getting ready to end this reading. I was gonna do another one, but I gotta watch you because you ain't tending to your nose, so I gotta tend to it. Tend to his nose, and then I guess I gotta get a little more grounded. Cause I just ate up a demon and spit him back out. But yeah, that's not really how I like to spend my day. But since they got in here somehow, I had to go to work first. So now I'm gonna go relax. I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna come back with some better energy. And we're gonna tap in generally because I really do. Let me see your nose. Ooh, it's clean. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Did you really finish your cereal? Because if you lying, I'm coming to check. I'm done.
Duh.
Yes, I'm done. So I'm coming to check. Did you really eat your cereal?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, get a snack. And if you lied, I'm gonna snatch that snack. All right. Yeah, I'll be back later with some better energy. I think I'm gonna keep my wig on. That's another thing. She just be living over here. I kind of like her. That's what it is. I kind of like her. But I can't like you because you don't know how to accept my boundaries. Stay the fuck away from me. We can like each other in person. That's it. We can like each other in person, but bitch, you can't come in my house because they be trying to fight my wig with my wig too. It was boosting up my regular hair, and that's so it can connect to me. I don't want to connect to you based on my hair. I didn't get my hair done so that I could connect to you, bitch. I got my hair done this way. I did my hair this way because I wanted it to be easy. And yeah, I did see your hair, and I was like, oh shit. She went from these tiny little things to like boom in a year. And I was like, oh, I should have started right when I seen that she started, because that was something we talked about. Locking our hair. And I thought like, oh, you really did it. Let me keep talking to you for a second, girl, because we don't even talk for real. But since you came up in my house, let me get a little bit more of this juice. Woo! This is good. No, I'm serious. It's really good, too. It's not even toxic. Sorry, y'all. Y'all can go if you want to. I'm just having this personal conversation with this energy. But maybe you got somebody in your life and you need to talk to them, okay? Just go live. Get you a video. Start you a channel. I'm about to start doing that. Everybody that comes in, they're like phone calls. And if they get to me now, it's because Spirit gave it to me. I'm in the perfect energy, perfect time, perfect frame of mind for these phone calls. So I'm going to just start talking to them. But I'm going to go live when I do it because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I got to keep it straight and keep it on the high. Okay, we ain't going low. But on a high note, I was like, damn, you really did that. You committed to locking your hair and seeing it through from the very tiniest stage where it looked weird all the way through to where, like, you followed that journey, that kind of commitment to even just being able to let go of how you're perceived by other people in your life. Like, that's amazing. I love that. But I was like, you put all of that effort into that and you still ain't done nothing to clear up your insides. So that's where I really didn't have as much commendation. Also, there was another situation, and I'm like, yeah, and if you really wanted that, like, you could have put all that energy into that, and then you wouldn't even be worried about this, and you wouldn't think that that could possibly be a situation or scenario. Why were you so committed to this, and then you left that sitting and you let that go to shit? But this is what you invested in. But it's not my job to think about what you invested in. I just want to say, because I always give people genuine commendation, you invested in your hair and it shows. Wow. I mean that from the bottom of my fucking heart. And I wish that I would have started my journey when you did. I was like, I tried to geek myself up like, she did it. And my hair was longer than yours at that time. So I was like, well, if I do it right now, my shit would be decent. I should have did it. I was sick that I didn't because I was too scared. I was scared. So I feel like, there you go. I want to leave it on a good note. You have this confidence of not caring about your hair, and it shows because of how it grows. And that's wonderful. I care too much. I do too much. Y'all like that guy on YouTube? I like him. He do the food reviews. He be like, you do too much when he be saucing it up. But seriously, like, I be like, so I care about my hair so much and I love it so much that I do too much. This is why I have to have weave, or else I will be bald, and I don't want to be. But I am okay with it once I get over 60, because y'all, when I say that my lace front game, because we going full nets, okay? Just wait till a bitch start balding. When I tell you ain't seen shit, how lit my fucking hair game is gonna be. So I'm not scared of that. I'm excited. But I'm still young. I still want my real hair. I still have visions for it. But with all of my needing to do, because I got that OCD thing going on, it runs in my family, and that perfectionist shit, I need the weave to do it because it can handle it. And if it can't handle it, I can buy another one that can handle it. You know what I'm saying? But you, on the other hand, that kind of, I'd be like, you did that. You just rolled it right on out into the sunset. And now it actually is like you got to the goal. We used to exchange pictures about the goal. You did it, baby. That's you. That's what. Okay. That's what I got for you. I'm going to leave it on a high note there. Let's get into some other energy. But yeah, that's what I like about you. And I like your badass kids. I think they're heaven sent. All right, what else? I seen your hair and I was like, oh, I'm gonna leave my hair alone. Watch how I leave my hair alone. I did like 3 conditioning treatments. But I am doing better. I put my wig on. But see, her energy comes in and it be like, oh no, your hair looks great. You should wear it so I can connect to you because we on the same page and we the same girl and we gonna get, and then I be, see, that's how you get all this access. No, we're not the same. I gotta put this on because I don't think she like weave for real. And I have to put this on so I can tell you how different we are. What? You need me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Y'all still up for some more fun? Who's still in here? Who's still in the chat? Y'all want to do another reading? Somebody said, oh, hi, Larry. I love when she curses. He said, preach, babe. Hi. Can I tell you was using? I don't know, baby. I hope you ain't using. No, you need to stop that. What's wrong with you? Yes, literally like a black widow, Kelly. I'm sorry I missed that, but exactly. Okay, we white widow over here. You black widow. That's cool and everything, but you be killing these niggas, and we need them alive. Okay, we need them alive, baby. Bye, Kelly. Have a great day. Okay, so if y'all still in here and you want some more, I'm gonna post some up. 222. I got a little more juice. Because that energy was probably part of the chaos, a little leftover chaos from yesterday, and I want it out. So yeah, let's get some more tea. Miss Tiff, you still in here, my moderator? Beautifully, I am divine. Hello, beautiful, and you're in here. Okay, so we got a couple people for sure. This still wants some. We're gonna get into it, y'all, because I'm feeling better, y'all. And I was able to be nice. I really wanted to take her head off, but now I like her again. Not too much though. You can't never come in, bitch. Don't try me. But I like you. I like your hair. Anyway. Yes, boo. Where you at? You in my room? Alright, I'll be done. Oh, you did eat your cereal. You wasn't lying. Give me that. You want it? No. I'll slice up some strawberries. You want them? No? Okay. Well, then come get me when you're ready. We probably just gonna be ready for lunch by the time I finish this. Yeah. It's 11:40. Yeah. Oh, you just got back. Okay. Well, I'm getting ready to get into some more because, well, now I just feel like myself. I feel like I got all of that energy up out of here that I did not want to be here. All of you, so I can be all of me. And I can love all my curves and all my edges, and you can love all your imperfections. I gave you all of you to take back all of me. I'm your end and your beginning. And even when we lose, we're winning. 'Cause I give you all of you. And you give me all of me. How can you not be appreciative? It's not even her anymore, but it's the person that brings her in my fucking door every goddamn time. He get on my nerves, but I love that motherfucker. Because I think really what he's doing is like, I'm sorry, that belongs to me, excuse me. And this belongs to you, excuse me. It's like order, and if it ain't him, then I need to talk to your daddy, because I'm telling you, in the astral realm, my people fuck with your people. You don't really fuck with me, but my people fuck with your people, and I be hearing about it. So I don't want to give credit where it's not due. And if you somebody different, you know. All right, let's see. We got toxic love, pain disguised as passion, addictive patterns, harmful attachment. Good. Yes, please, because somebody love bombing. But this is in reverse. I wasn't love bombing right then, but I truly have appreciation for anybody that can clear up the confusion, even if they're the one that caused it. If I can see the value of it and my son is receptive and it adds balance to our life, then I am thankful, genuinely thankful. And my appreciation feels like fucking love. I see someone in here losing their damn mind. These people tripping. Girl, I was ignoring the chat. I saw a few comments that made sense and some of our regulars, and I was saying hey to them, but that chat be on some ziggity boom. But this is why, here's the energy. We got a lot of people stuck in toxic love right now. They're not in love, they're in pain. They're swimming and drowning in these emotions that they think is love, but love should feel good. What you're doing or what you're in is a trap. So this is attachment, not love. Someone's in attachment, not love. And that's how you can tell the difference. It feels good, it feels bad. So that's another question. Oh goodness, the whole reading. Hello everybody. Okay, because the whole reading, we just keep on pulling off on them up. Be gone, and here we go right back. Y'all don't even know and don't understand, but if you know, you know. They want to know, there's somebody here that wants to know, how do you know that yours is true love and that this is not true love with me? Because of how it feels, honey, because of how you wear it, because of how it operates you, how it moves you, how it adds value to your life. You're not acting out and you're not going after people when it makes you feel good, and when it doesn't, I'm sorry, you're not acting out and going after people when it feels good. And it usually should feel like relief from. That's how you can tell twin flame journey. There is a twin flame journey that keeps ascending to divine energy, and the way you can tell the difference between your connection and the toxic love connections is because of the way it feels. So even if you're not happy with that person, even if you haven't healed, you haven't mended any fences, it's the clarity. You have cleared up enough within yourself that you're able to see yourself in that person and vice versa. And then there is no judgment. There's just understanding, or there's acceptance. That's it, really. It's like, oh, okay. Well, if you choose to do it that way, then it got to work for you, or it must be some benefit. I actually trust you with that, because if the shoe was on the other foot, I would do the same. I can see you clearly. And you know what I'm saying? That's how twins are. They're closer than regular sisters and brothers. They come from the same source. Literally, that egg sac was split into two, but it was one egg sac. So that's the same thing with twin flames. You just resonate. And there's another storyline for twin flames that comes from Freemasonry. And as far as I can tell, my brother, what he told me is that it has something to do with it being someone. We argued about it because it's someone that you knew from your past. And for him, he was taught that it had to be like someone that physically was in your life as a child. Like you guys would have had to meet before, and it would be somebody that could live in close proximity to you. You guys lived on the same block or went to the same school. For me, it's all energy. And the reason I know is because my twin flame, I don't think was conscious. Even if that's not my twin flame and it could be another person, literally, I awakened spiritually before they did. So they didn't even know what the fuck I was thinking about or talking about, or when I was doing my readings, it was going right over their head. And I awakened to it and went through the journey single-handedly by myself, watching and comparing notes physically and energetically, and seeing that there was no resonance unless there was. And it was like small moments in time. But for me, what it reminded me of, because I would see the results of it, what it reminded me of is you had a spiritual experience as a child, and you were reaching out for connection to someone, probably to God, but because your twin flame was in the same energy at the same time, and God literally is like not just your same God, but you're the same egg sac, you're the same soul piece that came into this physical reality from God. So you're even more close. But you guys bumped into each other there. Boy meets world, girl meets boy world type of energy. It's something like that. And it just, what it showed you was the other side of yourself. So this is where you learn to really understand yourself and know yourself. And it's like talking to the person in the mirror that could have been imaginary friend. You could have just thought that it was God the whole time, but then when you meet this person in real life and you're like, wait a minute, you act like my God, but you're not my God. But why do you act so much like my God? And why do you seem to be a lot like me? Or like you just do the things that maybe I don't do because I was taught not to, but I really want to, like it's my truth. You know, so for me, it's more of an energy, but it is, I do believe that this is the energy that you connected with when you were younger, and probably continuously throughout your life. The big boom is when that person walks into your life physically, and then all of the shit show is about the circumstances surrounding this interaction. Okay. So there's like some confusion about that, but that has nothing to do with the love. The way you know if it's love or not is, or attachment, is based on how it feels. It's like you feel called to love somebody, but then when you try to love them, all you're hit with are all of these reasons why you should just be sad and die, or be angry, or be mad, or just give up. Like it just feels like settling for the worst case scenario and just having to do what you don't naturally feel called to do because your heart is trying to force you to. That's not love. That's attachment, and that's someone using love as a chain. Okay, they're trying to like will you in to something that is the same thing. It doesn't feel better because nothing's changed. You haven't healed. You aren't changing anything. I've changed and you still haven't changed. So it's not healthy for me. This is not love. This is attachment. And it's okay. People think like, oh my God, we're not in love. It's the end of the world. No, actually, it's freedom. Because if you really do like that person, or you really do care about that person, or you really do want that person in your life, learn to be a friend. And it does not guarantee that they will be in your life. But at least if that's the door, if that's the foundation in this lifetime, friends who can just have like a kind of a window of unconditional love for you, you never want to push that away. You know not what you do when you do push it away. They'll come back again because that's the world we live in. That's the world we live in. So you would do better off to do that than to try to create this chain and try to like force them back in, because they may come in, but they feel forced to, and they kind of hate it when they do, because it's like, why did you bring me here to this fake shit? You know what I'm saying? You want them to be humble, and you think that humility is it, but you're not humbling them. They were already humble. You are pushing them 10 feet under. You're killing them off. You're killing off their authenticity. There's a reason why that person isn't drawn to what everybody is calling love. Love feels good. You don't have to hold them back. They run to it. People run to true love. They run into it. All right. So somebody is giving up love bombing you too. It's funny because my twin flame lived a few miles from me growing up. Wow. And stayed on the same block as my guys. Oh, that's crazy. So you now that's interesting, because your scenario meets likely. I never asked him if he believed in twin flames, but I bet you that his scenario is very similar to what Katan told me about the twin flames and the twin flame journey. But when I used to do your readings, it's like it hits both ways. Because if he just lived, oh wow, mine does too, but I never met him. So did you ever meet him? The person that I believe to be my twin flame, I believe we lived in the same area too, and I almost went to that school. I almost went to the school that he went to because I lived in the area, but I ended up going over to my dad's, which is just one block over. I don't know, but I chose a different school. But no. That's when I went to DSA. But if I would have stayed in the neighborhood school, I chose an elective school. But if I would have chose a school for our neighborhood, we would have been in the same school too. So you guys never met then, though? You said so. Oh, you said you might have. See, that's what I'm saying. And then our school used to play. Well, I don't know because there's a age gap, but our school used to play their school, so that's possible too. Maybe what Katan was saying, okay, maybe they're both right, because just because you don't actively notice somebody, or because honey, in high school I was in love with AJ. I pretty much didn't see nobody. I knew my husband in high school, and he almost got me away from that trickery. You gotta watch them snakes. Because he almost got me away, but nobody could turn my eye away from my high school sweetheart. Nobody. So I saw all kind of cute looking guys and fine guys and all of that, but I was so devoted and all of that I probably didn't even notice if I saw him or not. But that's crazy. Yeah, you guys could literally have been in the same store. You could have been at the same Burger King, at the same McDonald's, things like that. Same school, same. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So yeah, because at first I'm like, yeah, no, but it makes things confusing especially if you have someone else who believes that they're your twin flame and you guys did go to school with each other, or you did live next door to each other, or you did know each other. But really, it's the energy. And like I said, it has a lot to do with where you are when you get to divinity. No, it's all, there's a, like, it's used, it's so much more peaceful. That's the only way I can explain it. It's so much more peaceful because it's like hurting yourself. You can't even really, you want to be like you, but you feel held to the rules that you have for yourself. And it's because the rules they have for themselves are pretty much the same. Oh, you said he think he has many twin flames? Mine might think the same thing because of past, but I think... What?
Sassy.
What? You trying to get in the mix? You like this energy?
Yes.
Somebody in my life wants there to be multiple twin flames too. I don't know. I'll look into it and see. I don't care. None of them are coming towards me. I don't like what does it matter? What? It's just the title. Even if they come toward me, we don't talk about twin flame. Go call your daddy.
No, Dad. He's at work.
Yeah, he at work, but he ain't at work. He right here. Go ahead, call him.
No.
Yes, he just want to see your face. Give him a kiss.
No.
Or why you about to get scared and cry about it?
No.
No, you didn't want to tell on him?
No.
Well, you already did.
No.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I've never had that conversation with him, so I don't know. But from what Katan told me, and you know what? Oh, I wish I could go this evening because I want to ask him. I have more questions about it. He do have like at 90s, he has it's a group for spirituality, but he talks about a lot of the things, the crazy things we go through in the journeys. He real knowledgeable, and he helps with that, and he teaches a class on Tuesdays at 90s. I really want to ask more, but honestly, I'm just gonna close the door on the twin flame journey in my personal life until somebody wants to be like, hey, do you know anything about this? Then I'll tell them what I know. They can tell me what they know, and we can compare notes.
Yeah.
Because it keeps me happier. I don't care. Like, people treat it like a competition, and then it creates all this competitive energy, and it's like, y'all just losing the whole purpose of it. It's supposed to be something that's exciting. And if it can be shared through multiple people, that's cool. But if it's not going to add no value, then who the fuck cares? A lot of people think, too, that it's just money. Like, it adds value financially. But if you're not in alignment for it, and if it's too much confusion surrounding it, then it doesn't help your money. It hinders it. Any connection can. Divine energy, aligned energy is what opens up the valve for money, if you really want to know the truth. Like being connected to the people that you genuinely feel called to. When you feel called to. Is being yourself fully, regardless of how other people feel about it. That's what causes, and that's within a connection or outside of a connection. You can pick up the money that you could in a connection with somebody. You could pick that money up by yourself if you are in alignment. It is easier, and it makes physical life easier when you can do it with another person. But I guess that's why a lot of people are choosing the hermit road or they're doing this crap because it's the only way to stay aligned. And my son he's playing this game, but he's like, help me. That's how somebody feels like, man, I'm just gonna have to be by myself. I can't even really connect with anybody or have friends. And it's not that you can't, it's just if you take the emotion out of it. And that's new for me, because the God of love, that's really what created everything for me. But you can still tap into the God of love. Okay, stop distracting me while I'm talking about things that are important to me. and that I do want to finish this reading, do you want my attention and you want me to turn this off? Okay, well then if not, if you want me to do what I'm doing, you have to let me do it. And I need for you to go find something else to do and stop distracting me on purpose. You want pizza for lunch?
Yes.
We can get pizza for lunch. Give me a kiss. Bye, go play.
Okay.
Thank you. Friendship. The love. Just lock it in and detach. And then you'll see where the true friendships and connections, where they're really at. But when you put the love in it just opens up and people are able to reflect whatever you're putting in or putting out or giving, but it doesn't mean that it's their truth. It's when you detach emotionally that you can really see people's truth and your truth. Sometimes you feel like you need more from somebody, but really it's just attachment. And when you get out of your feelings, you actually release yourself back into this place of peace, and you realize you're not so needy and they're not so needy. And once that door opens to your heart, you got all kind of people trying to come through. And the love bombing energy is people who try to run it up in your love energy and your love frequency. But it can become overwhelming. They can start charming you or get you to do things that you didn't mean to do. Hidden control. Either you can create, like you become controlling, okay, because you think it's all your energy, but it's actually somebody else who got drawn into you and they're giving all this love to you. Or vice versa, where you open the door to somebody and they're like trying to assert their authority in your reality. So it can cause issues. Divine timing is divine timing that you realize this, because a lot of us, that's what we fed on growing up, was love, not strategy. Those who grew up more on like strategy, or that's not even a word for it. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, love versus strategy. But detachment, they were more detached, and it was more so like they were more so detached and it was more so strategy. It may be hard for them to open up to love, and this is a time period for them to be in it, especially if you have a twin flame. That could be part of your journey, and part of the thing that keeps you from aligning or at least being on the same page is that they're opening up to love, and while you may be drawn into it, that may be not where your guide is. So you have to focus on yourself. What do you really need? Do you want to fall into this lovey-dovey energy, or do you really feel like your peace needs to be protected? And if that's the case, you're being pushed into detachment, and that's a protection for you, and love could be a protection for them. So it's divine timing. Trust in the process. Okay, things will come together, and the understanding and clarity will happen when it's meant to. That could be my twin, and his, what he learned about the twin flame journey. That could be somebody had like, there was an energy of someone's philosophy on the table, and it is something that has to do with twin flames. I just haven't been able to pin down if that energy is somebody that I know or not. It's not, it doesn't feel like the person that I said I talked to, although he is a spiritualist and a divine masculine, so he definitely could do that, but I don't think he is. He wasn't very interested in it. He's interested in other things, not necessarily the twin flame journey, but somebody is overly interested in it. There is someone who is very sure too that they're going to stop this toxic love cycle. Okay, this could be someone that knows. I think this is the philosophy energy. That's interesting. So that might be my twin. But they know how people get in, and they know why people feel like they're in love with them. But they really feel like it's the healing and it's the energy. So part of the twin flame journey, and I believe in this too, is that if you have a twin flame, your twin flame is also you, and you are them. So you don't actually have to have them physically, but you have to be able to accept them. And if you know them physically, it just makes it easier to accept the other side of you that you don't want to, because you have a physical person. It makes it easier for you. My personal opinion is I be conflicted. it's bittersweet, and that's kind of the temperament with everybody that I know. Um, because if you meet someone who makes you feel that complete or that understanding of even the side of you that you may judge harshly in other people, or you don't understand why would they do that or why are they that way, but get it, and then it helps you to see yourself. It is so hard, because that's like the best friend you could, like, oh my God, I want that in my life. Now, good thing about it is that if you have children at the time you meet your twin and you get into this energy, you are helping your child to accept all of friend energy, because you have already found someone who reflects you to you so like easily, even their differences, their opposing differences. And I've just found that kind of ability to unconditionally love through anything and everything. My phone just froze, but anyway, it added a lot of benefit um to children, just being able to have this open, unconditional, peaceful energy, no matter what they're going through, no matter what they're up, they're down. It just helps so much. In the specific scenario of a twin flame, if that person gives you reason not to trust them, or if you guys like a connection that continuously tugs at your heart space and tries to get you open, but because you don't trust them, it causes opposition. So it really depends on how open your twin flame is to you and how open you are to them, how much you guys are able to be honest and communicate. Otherwise, I would say you have to absorb that person, because you're becoming all of you, which includes that person. But it does mean there's a level of detachment that you have to have there, or it can be a snare. So something can be beautiful, but it also can present a trap, and that's like that fine line. And you don't want to be wobbling on that, because it's not safe. It'll keep, just have to close the door. When they want to get real or they want to come towards you, they will, and you'll be able to feel it. But until they're ready to come towards you or ready to be open with you, and that really takes a lot of trust, you're going to have to create your own closure. Person, they may not love bomb you, but they may not love, I don't even think they contact you. This looks like no communication, because it kind of look like a cell phone that's in reverse. So it looks like no communication. You have to create your own closure. They're not giving you closure. They're giving you closure physically, which is probably what they're used to doing. Even if they like somebody, love somebody, care about somebody, they know how to close the door and kind of just leave them with the feelings that they have. But mostly they do that because the feelings that people have toward them could be bad, mean, okay, like they're hateful. But the difference with you is that they close the door and they walk away from you physically, and then they're haunted by the fact that you still have this unconditional love and appreciation of them. They like, no, like, you're supposed to hate me, you're supposed to not like me, and you're supposed to fall into those feelings and kind of like, I get peace, because that's on you. So they're not able to do what they usually do to people that they are seeing you as. And it may be because they haven't quite awakened to the fact that you are a whole lot like them. And you also understand them and still have this love for them. So they probably hate the love that you have for them. Um, yeah, that's the truth. They probably hate the love that you have for them at the time periods that they don't want to let you in. All right. So you have to create your own closure, and you have to find a way to walk away and maintain your peace. You do not have to fall into the hate and to all of this. Like, you're going to get that opportunity, like you could. It's going to come through as a possibility. And it's not because they want you to necessarily. It's because this is what they're assuming. This is what they're used to. So you are defying the odds, really. They're used to being able to put an end to that. They don't really get haunted either. I don't. Sorry. They don't really get haunted either. I think it's awakening, yeah, divine time, and it's awakening both of your Grim Reaper energies. So your twin flame energetically is probably one you have to cut off. You have to put an end to. They're gonna wake up to their truth. That's what they'll do. You won't harm them if you just, create division. You're just gonna wake them up. That's all. Um if the love is real though, and you can honor how you feel, because you always have to honor how you feel. But if you're not closing the door and there is nothing that is bothering you, I was saying some have karmics. So karmics are triggering you. They're like forcing you really to close. They're like getting in between and making it more difficult than it has to be. So for example, if this was a twin flame where they were not connected to a bunch of other karmics, then when they close the door on you, it'd really just be peace. And you could still love them and it would be safe. But they're going to connect to other people, and people are going to come into their energy and wonder why you're there and why you have your own room, and why, like, you're never around them. They don't talk to you. Why are you so important in their energy? So it will cause issues for you. That's why I say, like, for me, I don't believe like anybody should be able to get in the way of love, but I also believe that when it's the right time, it's the right time. So if it doesn't feel good, if it causes problems mentally or emotionally, or you feel like you're under attack, then know just that and close the door in that energy with that clarity. You're giving them your light. So at least they know why. They can handle it, they can fix it, they can correct it, they can turn it around, or they can just accept it and move on with their life. When you try to hold on to the love, or you try to give them more love because you think they're under attack, a lot of times that's just illusions, and the karmics are creating that. And that's just a way to get more of your energy. Also, it can change their behavior because you guys are connected. So if they can get you to pour love into them, they may not be able to love them because they're closed off, but you have your own key. So you can come in anytime you want to. And this person could be very guarded, because they do not want to recreate this toxic cycle with the karmic that they're connected to. So they're trying to close off to love. If you keep loving them, you keep opening them up. And that's how that karmic keeps getting in. So they do need you to detach. And then the other thing about detachment is you can always walk toward each other in karmic or toxic energy and just be real and be honest with one another. If that person is not coming towards you, it doesn't matter what you do. Like, you don't have to overthink what you're doing. If you feel genuinely it's safe to love and you want to love, love. If it doesn't feel good, then walk away, just like you would with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but honor your truth, because there are some karmics here that want you to be guarded towards their love or towards their, but they make you guarded because you have karmics who are also imitating them. They're getting in and using this person, like they're using their face to, how you could do the face on the phone? That's what they're doing. They're like they're getting close to this person, connecting with them, and then pretty much taking their phone to you, their connection to you, and holding it over the twin's head to open it up so they can get in. They're using somebody else's face card because you don't decline theirs. So that, again, and if that's the person that they're connected to, if those are the people that they choose to be connected to, let them have it. That is a whole cycle that they're going through. And when they're done doing that or playing games with that, they could find themselves and find you. But they don't have to, and you don't have to. There's too many people waiting on twin flames. Fuck a twin flame if they ain't doing anything. Fuck them. They're just like every other person. Fuck them. It is a beautiful connection, but there's a lot of beautiful connections. This one is publicized, but I think it's because it can really become a trap. It's not enough information about it, and everybody's falling into it. Oh, I think that's my twin, or that's my twin, or oh my God, I'm in a twin flame. I can't let go because of the twin flame journey. No, you can. If they ain't doing shit, you can. um, but when you let go of the twin flame journey and then they still get in and you still care and you still love them, then that's a divine masculine and it's free will. So again, same rules apply. If they're not doing anything physically in your life or if they're only causing issues, close the door. Create your own closure. Okay, so I feel like somebody, we have that here. Somebody who left you, let me see. Oh, they're acting brand new. They're doing something new. Or someone's ready to cut, either they're ready to finally cut ties with you because they could have thought that you were their twin or they were holding on because of the twin flame energy, or this is you. But there's someone who's cutting ties and ready for something new. So this is like a new venture. This is you reinventing yourself. This is going to give you a fresh beginning. You may have karmics who are watching this and don't want this to happen. You may have a karmic particularly who tried to connect with you. They used your twin flames energy to do it. So they thought that for sure, okay, I'm in there. We got this connection going. I got them in their feelings. They're not going anywhere. Keep going, run. Okay, run. Because if your masculine or your feminine is not doing anything to come towards you in physical reality, and you're not going to do anything to go toward them in physical reality, ignore the illusions and distractions that are trying to keep you stuck, because they are trying to run it up in your energy and benefit, only because they're tricking you into loving them. These may be people that you don't have love for anymore. These may be people that have already caused enough grievances. They've lost the protection of you. They've lost the access to you and what kind of benefit they used to get off of that from you. It has nothing to do with the connection, like the twin flame journey itself. It's you. You are protected. You are a divine being. You move through divine energy and you get blessed. God blesses you and the other people that you connect to. So they're using your twin flame as, oh, look at this twin flame journey, right? You love your twin flame, don't you? Yeah, that's me. I'm your twin flame. Here, come on, give me your energy. Stop. It's a cycle and you can break it. But there are a lot of people faking. There are some twin flames who are using it manipulatively. I don't know the specifics, but there is somebody here that either you left them on red or they left you on red. There could be someone that is like, they're wanting to see, are you going to answer them? And if you do, then I feel like they are going to do something new. So they may be triggering you or they may be trying something with you. If you do something new, they're going to do something new. But for others of you, this is someone that you are finally walking away from, and that is what is new. You are, because you may feel this person's energy. You may feel them calling for you. You may realize that you still have love for them, but you know that your light is on the other side of this. That connection just takes you into bondage and darkness. So instead of going back into the trap where you feel blocked and you feel stuck and you're up against the wall, that's another thing with the karmic energy. They love to see that. So you do have a karmic that watches you. They could be jealous because they are aware of the twin flame journey and they feel like you guys are living it. But they feel like all of the benefit is because of the title. So they want that title for themselves. They're trying to attach to you, take your energy in order to get it. And that's not what it is. It's not that. What it is in you is something they can't steal. It's something they can't steal, so they'll never have it. But they could be like really attached to the time periods where you were like this. You could feel that this person loved you, you loved them too, and you just felt like you guys were being trapped from one another. So you may have felt trapped inside of your body, like you feel good and you feel loved and you are in love, but you feel restricted. And it's because it was a trap. It's not your twin flame. It's someone else who was able to benefit off of your love for them. Okay. So yeah, break the cycle. You also break the illusion of whoever this karmic is. That illusion breaks on their life. And the that they probably put on your twin so that you wouldn't be able to see them, or so that they wouldn't be able to rise, that curse will break too. You can break curses by breaking cycles. So just don't do the same thing that makes you feel bad. Try something that makes you feel better. Whether it's, you know what I'm saying, it could be judged or whatever. Tarot for me is something new, and I get fear mongered a lot from karmic energies who are connected to my twin, or just karmics who can't get in anymore. They trigger me to try to, oh, don't go to the table, or don't do that, or we're messing with your readings, or we're messing with you. And I just trust God and do what I do. So, and this has helped. So that's what I'm saying, like, do something new that feels good to you and keep pushing at it regardless of the, you know, the resistance. You can push through the resistance. You're strong enough, and it should get better. Yeah, because you have to do something new. If you want something to change in your life, you have to be the change you want to see. So I do feel like someone is getting ready to do that. Either you're leaving somebody on red, it's meant to be, or even though it feels like it's meant to be, but that person ain't doing nothing, so you're gonna walk away. It may be you, and you've poured enough into this, and you are now realizing, like, time's up, and I've had enough, and I am literally ready to connect with somebody else. You would be better off, even if that person is a divine masculine, but if they give you reason to question yourself, they are a devil in your life. So you would be better off really with a well-meaning toxic masculine or feminine that you have to work with together to go into karmic and then divine energy than you would with a divine masculine who wants to stay stuck in toxic energy and keep you there too. Like, you would do better off. You know what I'm saying? It's about people who want to set you free and let you be free. Want to be free. Owner mentalities. They're carrying the entities, or they're carrying the souls of these old massa forefathers, okay? And it's not good. It's not good, and it's not good for your life. So yeah, you have to kill off the hopeless romantic in you, because the twin flame journey, that's what it's attaching to. You see, they look similar. So the idealization is, oh, it's so beautiful and we're so in love and it's so wonderful and there's nothing like this. But the flip side is, in reality, you feel pissed and you feel hurt and you feel stuck and you feel conflicted. So it's not it. I don't care what they call it. It's just not it until it is, you know, but you'll know, because something new will happen and it'll be right there in front of you in a way that you cannot mistake. Even if you have a twin flame that comes towards you and it seems like they're cool and everything like that, but they got a poker face. And the reason is because they're still fighting through. They're still fighting through what they're going through. Even it's like both of you are. You have to let it go. Like, it means the karmics are still getting in the way. So it's not time to connect. It's not time to play. If you connect with them, you'll feel like this. Somebody has to get out of it and give clarity so that the other person can get out of it and give clarity, and then somebody can get more clarity and create closure, or someone can get more clarity and do something. All right, but it's all about action. Actual action, reality, walking it like they talk it. We have crossroads in reverse, and we have bounce back. So, you know, for some of you, your person will be coming back towards you. They're no longer at a crossroads. They've already made some kind of decision, and something is happening in divine timing. So you don't have to wait. And really, this kind of determination, it says resilience after setbacks, recovering quickly, determination to rise again, can't keep me down. So this means that it doesn't matter if you are Eveline, if you are the evil queen, if you are the queen of swords, if you hate people and you don't want love anymore, this is the motherfucker that would kick in your door, because that is the clout of the connection. That's how it feels, because it feels like it's another part of you. Like, you're mine. That's just how you feel. Just like you look at your children, you be like, you belong to me. You are mine. That's how they feel about you. So this person, if they're coming back towards you, they've already made that decision. And when they take action, there's nothing you can do to keep them from taking action towards you. They're going to say what they want to say. They're going to do what they want to do. And, you know, The rest will be on you. It's your decision, it's your choice. But either way, it really has to be like it's a single minded decision, and it comes with a risk. But when you take it, you're willing to, you're ready to. So that's how they'll be when they come towards you. You can't fuck it up. So don't be scared to walk away. Don't be scared to detach. And when you get fear monger, it's just the karmics that were benefiting off of that. They want to hold you back. They want to make you think, oh, but they're hurting. Oh no, but what about this and what about that? Oh no, yes, they would. I promise you. Bottom feeders, demons, they all lie. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Even the angels that come through, thank you and send them all my love, but also tell them why I don't fuck with them. You gotta just keep it 100 all the time. All right, y'all. That's all I got. We're done here. I will see you guys in the next live. This is the longest reading we have done yet, and it was mostly just me. Exorcism. Children just throw up your adults. We talk. I'll see you in the next live. Bye.